Alright, welcome back to Don't Think Just Charge. I'm Dave, he's Harvey. We are continuing with our weekend of fun and frolicking. We're testing for UK Games Expo. Thank you everyone for being here immediately. 10,000 viewers. Look at that.
Damn.
Amazing.
Wow.
If you are joining us, this is a bit of an impromptu stream. If you're this side of the pond, it is 11:45. So do make sure you grab yourself a nice drink, sit back, relax, jump into the chat, tell us how things are going, how you're enjoying your bank holiday weekend. If you are the other side of the pond or beyond, hello, thank you, good afternoon, and thanks for joining us. Don't know if you're working tomorrow or not, but cheers. It's good to have you. And for those of you, of course, in the future, we hope you enjoy this. This is, again, just our second live stream of the weekend. We are just raw, uncut. This is how Harvey and I play OPR when we're on Tabletop Simulator and not recording for videos. This is just meant to show you guys a little bit of the way we do things, whilst also serving as us testing for UK Games Expo. And we hope you enjoy. If you're coming from the future, please like, comment, subscribe, all the magical YouTube buttons. Most importantly, let us know what you think of this, what you'd like to see done in the future. This is just us shooting from the hip and rolling some dice. We are gearing up today to do some, as we said, testing for UK Games Expo. UK Games Expo is a big board game expo in the UK. One Page Rules ran their first official tournament there in 2024. They're running another one in 2025. The format is 4x4 tables. It's 1,500 points, Grimdark Future or Age of Fantasy, whichever one you're playing from. That is your force organisation restriction. This year, we have got a rules pack and a mission pack, and we are going to be playing this mission here, which is Moonfight, which I think is round 3 on the day. Yep, round 3 on the day. Round 1 is basic OPR. Round 2 is the Storm, which is this 3 objective kooky caster one. And Moonfight. Moonfight's a bit funky. We've got this deployment zone here, which you'll see shortly set up on Tabletop Simulator. 4 objectives, some strange deployment zones, which we will lay out soon. The scoring is at end of each round. You get 1 for each marker you control, so we're dealing with progressive, and +1 if you control more markers than their opponent. So you've got this pretty typical domination rider here. So you will get, if you've got 2, they've got 1, you're going to put an extra point of difference between you. Difference is with this pack, there's no catch-up mechanic, which is pretty unusual. So Demon's going to be pretty strong, I reckon, for lots of scout. And then we are playing at UKGE. The special rules optional, which are from the tournament pack, are not optional, they are mandatory. So when you move, you pick one of 2 things. You get slow, or the slow effect, or you get the fast effect. You must go in a straight line. You stop if you hit an obstacle, and if you go into terrain or an enemy within an inch of an enemy unit that you weren't charging, you have to take a dangerous terrain test. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Otherwise, 4 objectives, sticky objectives. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's play the armies for today. I've decided to bring some Age of Fantasy Lust Disciples. Fantasy, we're both playing fantasy armies for this one. We think fantasy is quite strong because you can cap out on your activations. This is 0 casters. I don't think the Lust casters list is very strong. You've got +3 to hit, which is there for Lust Demons, +1 to defense, and then the damage spells are just rubbish. So we're not playing with casters today. The sexy parts of this are the hero and the big one at the bottom, which we'll come to. The hero is a Lust Master. He is on a Manticore. Otherwise, he's just nice. He's a 3/3. He's got 10 attacks, fear, flying, tough 9, fast. All you need. Really lean, 290 points. He's decent. No fear mitigation at all in this army, which could suck. It relies on my ability to roll 3+, but I think I can roll 3+ better than 4+.
At least there's some 3+, yeah.
So that's all right. 2 units of 5 Lust Warriors, dual heavy hand weapons, A2, AP1. They're 3/3s, they're fast. This is army-wide fast, it's nice. Really interesting in the Lust Disciples list in Age of Fantasy are Twin Warriors. They've got Overload, which is Twin Souls, which is whenever you get a 6, you get to roll 2 extra attacks. It's Predator from Saurians on steroids. It's the Lust Demons one. It's really good in Havoc Warriors because everyone is quality 3+. So we'll see how that goes. Lust Twin Warriors, defense 4+. I think 3/4s a really well costed profile. I'm bringing 1 unit with 2 attacks each, 1 unit with A1, AP2. See where they go. Lust Fiend Brutes, these are just nice. These are 4/4s, but they're tough 3, fast, 4 attacks each with rending. Again, really lean unit profile there. We have 2 units of 5 Durdlers. These are Lust Hounds. They're very fast with Strider, so they're 20-inch movement, which is pretty important on progressive scoring. So we'll see how that is. And then some Barbarian Horsemen. You and I spoke a lot about this, which is Impact being an excellent ability where there's going to be a lot of fantasy armies, we think. Just being able to get a load of attacks in, hitting on 2+, doesn't matter about AP, is good. And they're very fast. Just cheeky, nice. They've got Furious to go with their A1. At 150 points, they're really good. And the reason I love Lust Demons, Lust Havoc Warriors and Havoc Warriors in general, these shrines are some of my favourite things. 12 attacks each, tough 12, fear 2. We're in my favourite unit profile anyway. 4/3. We could have hoped for a 4/2, but it's from fantasy, so that's not going to happen. But it's this effect here, Dark Blessing. Once per this unit's activation, 2 friendly units within 12 get +1 to hit next time they fight in melee. Delicious.
Yeah, very nice.
When you're doing things like Lust Twin Warriors exploding, and you're fast, so you're usually going to have charge priority. Or you can put it on the Lust Fiend Brutes, throwing out 12 attacks. I mean, even just on your basic Lust Warriors, right, are really good. It's good nearly everywhere.
Yep.
That's my list. It's really quite clean, I think.
Yeah.
It's like if you were bulking up on protein for the gym, and you want lean protein, you're going for chicken. That's what this is. If this was a meal, it's chicken and rice.
Yeah, it's nothing too spicy here, is there really?
Not at all. Let's move on to have a quick look at what Harvey's bringing.
Yep. So, what am I bringing? So there's not a lot of Scout in the Ogre list, and as we talked about kind of last time we were streamed, Scout is really good for these game modes for anything in the competitive pack. So I was looking through the Scout options, and there's Devourers you can have for Scout, but they become very expensive. But there was actually this Tribe Master, so I thought, let's give this guy a go. He's a 3/3, you can give him regen, he's fast, he gets Scout as a result of it, gives him extra fear, which is quite nice. He's just got like 10 attacks, 4 impact, Devour.
He's really scary.
He's just like a big meaty boy, which is quite nice. Then the next thing I've got is basically the same profile, but a champion instead, and this is the caster version. This guy is actually Ambush. You'll see this guy as well, who's the other caster in my army, is also Ambush, so we'll kind of see those two playing together when it comes into that round 2. Then I've just got 2 units of Pet Goblins, just to fill up some activations, 2 units of Ogre Warriors for the same thing, and then a unit of Devourers, really. Normally I try and cap out on Ogre Warriors, but the way the list building kind of ended up landing, I didn't quite get to that point.
Yeah.
And I'd also normally like to see some buffs on these Pet Goblins, but it is what it is, and I figure we'll just give this a go to see how good this Tribe Master. This guy's the thing we're really testing here.
He is the meat and the potatoes. That healing aura handing out regen.
No, it's just on him.
Oh, it is just on him. I'm used to seeing that in Skirmish.
Yeah.
But still, a 3/3.
I mean, he's just a big boy, isn't he, really? He's literally just like how good is he as a Scout option? I guess we'll find out. So.
Tough 12. Yeah.
So I guess we get on to deployment then.
Have we just gone live at 11? Yes, we have.
Well, we were playing the game, so we were like, well, why not?
Yeah. We were...
Ogres.
Yeah. We were going to be testing. Harvey... Pardon?
Just pop out the chat.
Pop out the chat. Exciting to see some Ogre action. Oh, yeah. It's going to be good. Just in general, have it floating around. Oh no, that's gone the wrong way. Can't handle OBS. Adam, hi, thanks for joining us. Welcome to chat. Always nice to have you here. We were going to be doing some playtesting, so we thought, screw it, let's stream it.
Right, roll-offs.
Alright, let's go. We're using the OPR plugin for TTS. We're not using Harvey's favourite feature. I am banning us from using the roller.
Dave doesn't like using rollers for some reason.
It just feels so like...
I mean, that one's a bit naff, but there's one that I do like where it's got like a little box and stuff.
Yeah.
Very clean.
So we're going to roll off for deployment. Oh, let's actually bring the armies in.
Yeah.
That's going to be a wise idea. Ogres. Oh, this one?
Yeah, that's one. Oh, I hope it'll be a quick game anyway.
Yeah.
We're off to a farm tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to go take my daughter to a
petting
local
zoo.
farm park.
Yeah, it's actually also my birthday tomorrow, so hell yeah.
Most importantly.
I'm going to pet some goats for my birthday. 32, yeah.
Who am I playing? Lust Habit Bros. Yeah, this is going to be a much cleaner, I think, stream than last time.
Yeah, we will razz through this.
Because we've got our armies written up, we've got the models in place, we've even set up the board. We're not talking about goblins.
No.
Even though the goblins are on the screen. And yeah, we're just going to be playing a hopefully quite quick and clean game. And seeing where it goes. Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Yeah. We need to finish by midnight so we can not see each other. I don't have to say happy birthday at night time before your birthday. Most importantly, let me just make sure that you don't touch my dice because colour tint. We're going for a nice hot pink.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright, this is for deployment sides. Oh, 5.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Easy 6. Never lucky.
Alright,
I think it makes too much of a difference.
it doesn't make too much of a difference here. Let's
So
see.
it's 24 inches across, 12 inches deep.
24 and 12.
Which actually, if you just put the deployment zones in, the default ones, we can just use half of them, right? Yeah. That's the wrong way around. You need the other ones. Recall that and then use the ones on the left instead, I think. Oh, that'll do it, yeah. Cool.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just half the board in, I think.
We're playing this way here for
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
watching and wondering, rather than you do quite frequently play like that. But this is a board that you designed a long time ago,
Yeah, a while ago, yeah.
like
So
a year ago.
We're just adapting it.
Yeah. So the deployment zones are there and there, and here and here. I think I want this side. Yeah, I'll take this side here.
Yep.
Where's my pink dice? There you are, my friend. So we will just very quickly set this up.
24, yeah.
24 is approximately
There.
there.
Sure. Okay, dice there. Yeah, I was trying to think if there was a second deployment that you could deploy those 24 inches. There was the other way, but I think there is the...
24 should be about the middle of the board.
If you enable the grid, we'll be able to see the middle of the board. This one's better for if your options.
Options. Helps if I wear the glasses.
Grid.
Oh. Grid.
Grid. And then show lines.
Snapping
No,
lines.
don't snap in. Just go grid on, and then make it as big as possible. From the
Wait,
bottom.
do you want grid on?
Grid size. Don't do snapping. Is the grid size the one?
Yeah.
Drag it to max.
Both of them.
There we go. That'll be fine. Yeah. So now you can see. Oh, go back.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my lord, what have you done?
Oh, can you only see it at this point? Okay.
No. You'll be able to have it on the whole time. If you come off it, click X or reset. Now right click on the board and go toggles and then grid. Oh, what? It's bugged. Yeah,
It's
just
fine.
open that screen and do it through there. We'll get rid of it after the thing.
There we go. Well, that's fine. I know it's there for me, and
Yeah.
for you, it is. Like,
Sure.
roughly that, right?
Sure, yeah, works for me.
Oh, no, I'm going to kill it because I know where I am. So I won the deployment, so I picked my side, so I'm also deploying my first unit. Oh.
TTS moment? I think it's probably an undo. I think it's probably an undo. You get re-import.
It's just a delete. Lust.
Love TTS sometimes.
TTS just has some stunning moments.
It's a
like
fine
that.
text. Oh god.
Bring them in. So your list in particular, does your big guy ambush?
I have two big guys. One is ambush, one's not ambush. One's scout, one's ambush.
I realised something, which is to wonder, can you all still see Oprah? I hope not, because that would be a bit of a thing. Sorry, one of them...
One of them is to...
Does your caster
One
ambush?
has ambush, one has scout.
Your
My
caster's
caster
ambush,
is
your other one has scout.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I have any of those special walls in this.
No, unless your horsemen are, but they are.
So the thing is not ruining my own life here. Can I make it to this? I don't think I can reach that. Is that correct? I can't reach that with a 20-inch move?
Yeah, that's right.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, it should be 12 inches to that one, 12 inches to that one, right?
Okay.
I think, right?
12, what, to the marker?
Yeah, and 12 to the next one, I guess.
24 minus 3 is 21. Yeah, okay, I shouldn't be able to reach that in one go.
Okay.
Okay, so my first deployment is going to be these guys, which are going to go in a sort of configuration like this. The important thing is one of them can touch that immediately if needed.
Sure.
These minis are done on a much bigger base than I think I'd model this unit on.
I think, yeah, I think that is the recommended there, right?
Yeah, but for a tough 145, I'd be doing 32s in a different
Well, it's
model.
the same as cavalry, right?
Oh, that's horrendous.
Right, it's just, yeah, I mean, it's just silly sizes.
Oh, there we go. There's my first.
No fits. Let's not even write that word, okay? In fact, if you write that word once more, we're going to ban you from the chat. Okay?
Ban the mod. Ban the mod.
Ban him now. Right.
Good evening, Fitz. As always,
Sorry,
pleasure to
that's
have
what
you
we
here.
meant. We meant good evening. Sorry,
Hello.
not.
Oh,
not
good afternoon as it is for you in
Yeah, I suppose.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnesota?
I think we're just going to go here. I don't think there's much cleverness to be done here.
How many?
I think I'm definitely going to be. I'm going to have the back. I'll be on the back foot here initially.
Do you have 8 activations?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, 8.
You have 8.
Two
Two
ambushes.
are in ambush,
One in
in scout.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, these deployments are actually tiny. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they are, and that's kind of why as well. I looked at the board. One of the things I thought about was that this big rock is going to be a problem for you. I don't know how much Strider you've got, but you have 1 scout.
I mean, here's a question actually. I don't think there's anything wrong with this, but it's not traditional. Could I deploy on top of that rock and then use scout to get off it?
I'd have Michigan. We were. Wait, what did I say? Minnesota. I
Yeah.
didn't mean Minnesota. I meant the glove. I even wanted to hold up the glove. Wait, the glove is Michigan. Tell me about that.
Okay, we're gonna get it wrong twice now.
I know, right? I
He's
think
been
it is.
mortally offended.
But also, the glove state is in the Midwest, despite being like in the mid-east of America.
Trying to
But
deploy on the impassable, is that the...
yeah, that's what we want to check here. Can you deploy an impassable and scout out? We don't need to know that right now, so I'm going to keep going.
No, yeah.
But yeah, it's important for you to know. Also, I'm thinking about where I want to fight you. Like, my war shrine, I want to actually be in there.
I'll fight you on the objectives. And I'll fight you on the beaches.
We've got a few pieces of difficult, which is going to be a pain for me. But that is a nice easy move. So let's take my next unit of dogs and we'll put them right the way down here. Can I get them even tighter? I can. They have 1 job, and that is to be annoying and burn activations.
Units may not move through impassable terrain.
Correct.
So that wouldn't be happening.
You're finishing some stuff with recording and we'll be paying attention. Thank you very much, Fitz.
Yeah.
It's great to have you here. The Zenith, our #1 chatter.
Is he?
The guy, he was our first guy.
Oh, I see. You mean first. I thought there was some statistics around that. I'm
No.
willing to highly doubt
There's
that,
no secret.
that Adam would be overtaken on any sort of typing competition.
That's fair enough. Lovely to have you here, the Zenith. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, impassable's just can't move through, so I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to deploy on top of it, unless there's rules in the deployment rules about it. But
Have a
I
gander.
think the deployment rules are like,
If I,
2 lines long.
frankly, if I were TOing, I'd say don't be ridiculous. It's impassable. But at the same time,
I'm not.
we're not.
I'm not passing through it. So.
I'm not the TO, so I will suck up the black letter of the law.
Have you done your deployment?
I've done my
You
deployment.
got the
It's my
scroll.
second
You got the scroll
last.
there. Look for the deployment rules.
Well, it
Right.
won't be in deployment rules. It'll be in terrain rules, right?
No, terrain rules don't say anything about it. Terrain rules say go and do what you want, be free. There we go.
Does it? Look for impassable.
I just read impassable to you just then.
Sorry.
It says you can't because you can't move through it,
Can't move through
which
it.
is not the same as being deployed in it, nor teleporting away from it because of scout.
Scout, yeah. Great weapons. Dual hand weapons. Do you mind if I scale down my twin warriors to be the equivalent of 32mm bases?
No, you go for it.
Because that is just slightly mad that they're on 40s.
Yeah, I mean, there's also nothing against deploying. Deploying just says you place them within 12 inches of your board edge, so...
I should have counted the number of clicks I did.
Perhaps.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like 8. It's a good number.
Sure. I mean, as long as they look roughly like the ones we have.
Yeah, there we go. Good. These guys, again, I want to scale these guys down to hell, but...
Yeah. I mean, one of the nice things about Glaive Stalkers is they're based on a 32mm model. So the recommended base size for them is 32, despite them having impact and Qual 5 or whatever.
It's weird that you all pronounce it Zenith. I thought the standard pronunciation over there was Zenith. I don't know.
I would have said... The only experience I have with that word is Black Suns.
Black Suns, Zenith.
Zenith?
Green Suns, Red Suns, Blue Suns.
Yeah, Zenith.
Magic the Gathering cards. But that's why we're saying Zenith, though, right? Because we'll have listened to a load of Magic the Gathering streamers.
Zenith? I have no idea.
I couldn't. I spent a lot of time playing Magic. No, I haven't. I can't even think of a British Magic streamer right now.
No.
Right, so we've got my altar, we've got my hero.
This is going to be such a messy deployment zone.
This is, like, I don't know if I can fit myself, right? So that's difficult terrain right there, so I kind of want my cav here.
You want your flyer probably to be...
Oh yeah, he's flying, doesn't he? Okay. I want him on the impassable terrain. He's just fast, that's really interesting that he's fast.
He's fast because he's lust, right?
Yeah, he's fast because he's lust, not because of his mount.
No, the Manticore doesn't give you speed, and for any of the... all the Manticores are just slow. Well, just for anything you can get a Manticore, basically. Same with Hippogriffs, I think.
Right, so thinking about deployment, I'm thinking ahead to deployment. I want my shrine to be in a place to activate and probably hit straight onto my 2 units of twin warriors.
Yeah.
So therefore I need to be thinking, where do I want my twin warriors to be doing? This is a game I'm going to get screwed by your ambushes, so I need to think about counter charges. Thinking about counter charges is a lot easier for Lust. How do I want to do it well? Probably control the middle of the board. And so these guys, whilst being an important objective one, are actually really going to screw me, because I want to be here, here and here. Oh, I should have put them there and just taken that, gone for too early. Oh well, c'est la vie. They're going this way. I'm still pressuring through objectives round 1. So that's me trying to make up for my mistakes. This space here is probably going to be Lust Warriors then. I'm leaving this space to be for 3 units, which is my Shrine and my 2 Twin Warriors. Cavalry on the flank. Ooh, Lust Fiend Brutes Baying in the background's not great, but they're on 50mm bases, so they probably need the most space. If I go Shrine, Twins, Twins, Fiends, Manticore, Cavalry, Warrior, Warrior. Let's just go ahead and put some warriors down here. In fact, I'll just put 1 unit of warriors here.
Social distancing. An inch. Oh, it's mainly from the middle. It's a line tool.
Social distancing.
Joy of joy. There we go. Cool.
Don't know if I'm actually going to fit in another unit there. There we go.
Right. Love is an open door.
Ogres did well at the US tourney, if I'm not mistaken. Excited to see how this goes. It was Giants. The top
I think Ogres
ones...
also there. I think I saw someone else talking about Ogres. But yeah, I think...
It was Robots, Giants...
Robots and Wolf Brothers?
Was it Wolf Brothers?
No,
Fitz,
Prime.
you were there.
Prime. It was Prime, right?
Yeah, Fitz will tell us when he's able to come
Giants.
back in.
Yeah.
It was Giants though, because it was 5, 6, 7 said Nexus, right?
Yeah. The reason, I mean, Giants, at the moment you're playing at like 2K, all of a sudden they're like playing with more points and they feel like more of an army.
They feel way more comfortable.
Yeah, because they can actually get the activations they need and stuff like that. But so no surprise they did pretty well there, because they're just like really, really efficient tough 12 block, really, aren't they? At that point.
Oh, I'm gonna die to social distancing.
I think you could do a Conga line maybe, but
I might. Oh dear, don't cheat. Then I'll do these guys last, and I'll find a space for them after because they are now less important.
Mhm.
So we'll just get the shrine in.
No way. He's almost the goat, but not. Almost the goat, but not. Oh, he's there. He's insane. He's cracked.
Absolutely ridiculous.
All right.
I'm just looking forward to actually trying to mash this game with one of my favourite armies.
Yeah, I mean,
Like my favourite
we
armies.
do
in
have
theory.
two kind of mashy armies, don't we? I mean, I wonder.
I just need to not forget.
I don't think there's anything wrong with these bees and further back. Yeah. Okay, we'll go there. Oh, can you make sure that's 1 inch actually?
Not a
Give
chance.
him a shove. A bit more. Wow. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
I've modelled the champion as well. Both those units have champions in them, so one of them.
Yeah, champions are important. Top 3. Robots, Giants, and Prime were the top 3. Can't remember whether Prime or Giants took
Yeah, I
second.
think it was robots, giants, prime.
I think it was Robots, Prime, Giants.
Yeah.
It was
definitely
definitely
Robots
765 was the commentary I remember hearing from Nexus.
765. What do you mean?
Activations.
I mean, giants are probably 6 then.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Robot, Giants.
It's very easy to make
Prime.
monstrous primes.
Yeah, because I think the Prime thing was, as you say, a monstrous one.
I think they had like a speeder in there and Walker and was it guard squad? I think maybe.
I can't remember. We'd have to go and look it up.
Yeah.
And with no disrespect to our dear friend at Nexus Wargaming, I'm not going to pull up his channel whilst we're streaming as well. Right, so we've got great weapons now. So I designed this list, this 1500 list, to think what would I want to fight at UKGE. I want to be ready for Grimdark Future, so I've got one unit of twin warriors with great weapons for that AP2.
Yeah.
Do I care about you? Not round 1. Round 2 I do. So I actually probably do want them in the middle of my army.
Yeah.
So I want them further back. So I'm going to put my dual hand weapon dudes at the front.
Sure.
That does need to be a bigger inch, but... Oh, wow, it doesn't. Wait, what? Hold on. What is doing edge to edge? Oh, we'll get back there. No, don't do that to me. 1.1. We're going to hug.
Need every last inch.
We really need every last decimal point of an inch here.
Yeah, I mean, Nex is a big proponent of the 3k point games. It's not something we've really messed around with. We've had a couple of comments on various different YouTube videos being like, hey, can you guys talk through some 3k stuff? But we really just don't have the experience in it. I think the plan is to maybe do some 3k games at some point.
Yeah.
Probably once UKGE's passed, because the time we get is for the moment being spent on practicing 1500 points 4x4 stuff. But once that's passed, hopefully we can get some stuff in and do a bit of commentary on that. But
Yeah.
for now, I think we're just...
In general, at the moment, like, we've had life stuff going on. My work's been very busy, so I haven't been able to, like, spend much time thinking about things outside of focusing on event to event, which meant focusing on the Cheltenham event that's just been passed, which I did all right in. But really, our focus is on UKGE,
Sword.
right? The sword.
The sword.
Yeah. Oh, Fitz, actually. I don't know if I've shown this off to you. Oh, I'll wait for Fitz to come back. Fitz, I'll show you.
I think he's here, but distracted, basically.
I'll wait for him to be watching and pop it in chat. I'll show you the trophies I got from that event.
I've got one more. I've got just Scout now, so the rest of the front
Yeah,
shots.
you've just got Scout. Okay. And you're going to go for this into this, sort of deploy on the impassable and go from there, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to put impossible. Where I put the 12 inches, I don't know yet.
Yeah, that into something. Wait, so you're done?
I'm done, yeah.
So I can just play around?
Yep.
Ooh.
See you later, bitch.
Yeah, these guys being on such fat bases is going to be...
Yeah, I mean, I've spoken about this before, but cav bases are way too big for OPR. Like, 2 inches is how high you can attack, and cav bases are longer than that. So you have to do this kind of deployment if you want to get them all in. Or you have to start turning them sideways, which is like just the worst. I hate that so much. It looks so ugly. Yeah, I mean, the thing about 3K is there's So the number of objectives doesn't scale with the number of models you have on the board. The board size doesn't change. So you just get like a much busier, slower game from 3K. Now it's more like statistical average stuff because you're rolling more dice, and I think that's one of the big appeals for it.
I actually think,
and also the fact you can just run big things.
I do not, frankly, see, because I haven't done it enough, the strategic advantage.
I don't think you're fitting them in there.
Am I not fitting? I'm not fitting in there to 3K over a reasonably smaller game. Because you are allowing for more forgiveness.
Sure. Okay.
Right? Because you've got more things.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like I think OPR is a pretty swingy game, and I think more points you put in gives a bit more of a buffer between.
And Dan says he prefers it, so I think maybe Dan's seen 4K, 5K, and 2K less, and gone 3K's the sweet spot of not too punishing.
I know that Dan does occasionally play 4K as well like that.
I think he plays like 4K regiments as well. Man's insane.
The thing about like that, you get access to a lot more units, right? You get access to kind of titans and stuff like that. And if you like playing with that kind of stuff, sure.
Ghosty boy over here does not.
Well, I mean, like that's the other side of this thing, right? Like if you give me more points and more activations, you end up dealing with even bigger hordes, right? And I think
more
like big
ghosts.
tough things don't actually deal very well with that. But yeah, like the phrase like saying you need more points to be more competitive goes both ways, right? Sometimes more points is worse for some armies because they prefer to play in a world without those titans in it. I think it's just a different game really at that kind of point level. It's the same as when you go down to like 750 points for your intro game. It's so swingy, and there are some units that are just way better than the other ones. So the idea, I guess, is more points eventually leads to more balance, but there is definitely a limit on it. But I would like to play some 3K at some point. 3K and whatever the 1500 version of that is.
Probably two and a bit.
227, 225.
I've never played above 2K. I know Nexus mildly. Yeah, we read that. I've never played above 2K. You've never played above 2K. Okay, yeah, okay. I presume you've played 2K Zenith. I think part of it is because some factions need their larger point units to be competitive. This is something I think is quite interesting. Specifically talking about... Sorry, no, I'm putting my words here.
We'll start playing the game, yeah, and then we can do some yapping.
I'm going to do meta talk about other people, which is Dan at Nexus.
Which is Dan.
Which, I don't mean this disrespectfully. We've met Dan. We get on with Dan. We like Dan.
Yep.
We'll probably, spoiler alert, be doing a video with Dan soon.
We had lunch with Dan at UKGE.
We've done lunch with them. We've done videos with
some
them.
of us had lunch with them. They got very excited when he bumped into one of his
favorite I ran off after a Warhammer YouTube video.
Yeah. It was just me, Dan, and Boz. Boz, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Boz.
I like Boz.
Yeah.
I think he's gone back to Australia land now.
Oh, has he? Okay.
I've got first activation, so I'm going to do that and then I'll come back to talking about Dan. I can't even remember what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Right. You need to scout, sorry.
Right, so one of these is to scout, it's this guy.
For anyone wondering about the nonsense we're doing who hasn't caught up on the previous bits, it was this bag here, I think.
Sure.
Sure. The rules don't say you can't deploy on impassable terrain. It just says you can't move through it. And scout isn't a move, it's a place from. So we're reading black letter of the book here and allowing this.
So what's this charge on this thing? 16? Yeah, everything's like 16, right?
Everything's fast. The 2 hound units are 20.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about those. I think I'm trying to move probably to here-ish, maybe. Just want to be out of range of the shrine, really. That should be fine there, I think.
Yeah.
Everything else, yeah, whatever, cool. Right, cool, that's that. So you get your first activation, and we're good. Do you want to delete the border dice?
Delete?
Or
don't be disrespectful.
Them, collect them.
Let's just set them all to where they need to be for the game and leave them there. In fact, look at the beauty.
You're not going to need 25 dice.
I don't know how much damage you're going to do to me.
That's true.
First, look at this disgusting pile of nonsense, right?
You might have to move them somewhat individually.
Yeah.
They're
going to have to get up into where I need them to be. So this guy could fling here and take a load of charges and die.
Best I can remember from this response we run out down this spot on. Oh, some cats going wild.
The best I can remember quote from Nexus. Oh, okay. I can go 20 inches.
I got Strider, those ones, yeah.
Yeah, these guys have got Strider. Do you have any ranged attacks other than your...
Just me casters. We've been listening to Disney songs all day because Dave's daughter is obsessed with Disney princesses at the moment.
She's 2.
Well, yeah, I mean, she still is. Regardless of whether she's 2 or not, she is obsessed with Disney princesses. And that just means that just non-stop Disney songs going round and round in my head all the time. I've got Love as an Open Door currently blasting through my skull.
I'm also on Love as an Open Door. I like that.
Love as an open door. Don't think.
What was it I had stuck in my head when we recorded the Human Robots video? I Have a Dream from Tangled.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that was a good song. I can't even remember the comments I was going to make about Dan.
Yeah, Dave's Lust.
Dan's traumatized.
Ogres.
Oh, sorry. Dave's Lust, Harvey is Ogres. Yeah. Yes, that's correct. We did put the lists up at the start of the stream. And if we have a low point, the Zenith, and you're still around, we'll bring them up again and just do a quick chat through. But you'll get a feel. Oh, yeah, they'll be in the Discord. In fact, they're on my thing.
Yeah.
We'll put them up there soon.
Okay.
Comments about Dan. I'm impressed that Dan likes 3K because Dan, if you're watching this, I love you. You're clearly traumatized by borrowers. Go to therapy. Yapping's over. Wow, rude.
No, play your turn first, and while I'm doing mine, you can do yapping.
Yeah, so I'm
but yeah,
confused by that. Doing the thing where we talk through for players rather than like trying to beat each other.
I know, I'm trying to beat you.
I know you are. You'll go quiet and pour me beer and watch me make mistakes, and then tell me to attack the wrong thing, not the unit that wins the game.
Easy.
This guy, he's a big chungo. I can't see it. Oh my goodness, I can't even see all his keywords. Can I see his points on TTS?
No, it's 360 or so.
Right, so he's a fifth of your points.
Yeah.
I could offer you a sacrifice, which would be the Lust Hounds touching the objective for you to decide to charge if you want. What is it? 1-1-1. 1-1 more. I've got activation priority. I can get 3 points this round. So I don't want to actually throw them away. I could throw away my impact. Is this guy fast?
Yep.
So he also has a 16-inch flat range.
Yep. I
could throw in a dual hand weapon, guys. For a Lust charge back, unless you go 3 into... No, you can't end up on the objective. So what I'm thinking is, do I want to try and put this guy in a position where I can get a couple of charges on him this round and sacrifice a unit? Or leave it? The scene that automates importing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that is pretty good, isn't it? There are a couple of bugs with it where it occasionally imports the wrong thing. Like, I don't know if you watched the Human Defense Force video, Human Defense Force Robots, but it got one of the wrong upgrades there. But yeah, I mean, genuinely, like, we probably wouldn't bother with TTS if we didn't have a way of seeing the stats in game.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is how we started, so.
And it's an important part of OPR of just making it accessible and easy to play.
Yeah.
Well, easy to access.
Yeah.
Easy to play. If it was easy to play, we wouldn't be making content, really. Do you have any more fast?
Yeah, my
your ambusher.
Well, the Gorges are also fast with musicians as well.
Devourer's 17 fast as well. Do they have Strider?
No.
Okay, so you're in a limited bubble. We're on 3D measuring again. Oh, no, we're not.
They're basically covering that point.
That point, yeah. These guys are going for this point. Oh, yeah, you have to go specifically for that point. 1-1-1-1-1, neutralise. I just play the objective game here, I think. So how am I playing the objective game? Offer you my shrine for a trade? Do I want to make that offer? I offer shrine, vulnerable charge for 2 counter charges. I clear space, which is important. Fits. What are we doing tonight? Harvey, talk to him.
Yeah, so tonight it's another UKGE testing stream. We're doing the second game mode we went over the other day, which is a progressive scoring. If you have more points, you get a bonus.
Moon bounce.
Oh, and moon bounce, which
We've both forgotten.
Well, I've actually done all my moves according to Moonbound so far, so...
Well, you're one? No, you haven't.
He scouted, and the other one was a full 12-inch move.
So they need to go an extra 4 in a straight line.
Oh, I've got the movement further along then.
They go, what, this way? Because that's into terrain.
No.
From here.
They were right up against the blood here.
So, Fitz, we're playing UKGE. Because they've got optional rules, we have to abide by those. So, say if the rule pack. The rule pack for this one, optional rule, is the tournament one. Yeah, we forgot about moon bounces. We're playing it.
Yeah.
We were too busy enjoying
Have you
what
actually,
is
so those hounds
these
can't
guys.
go
They
there.
can't go there, so I need to do a different activation. Oh, they probably can.
They'd stop when they hit the terrain.
They go. No, they stop when they hit something impassable, and they land in terrain.
No, they stop when they hit an obstacle.
Obstacle. Terrain's not an obstacle. There's a different. The language is different.
I don't know if that's because a unit is an obstacle.
A unit is, yeah. We forgot about this as well.
No, does it not say if you start hit terrains?
No, it's obstacle. So I started here. The
Show
important
us the
thing
moonbound
is.
thing.
Pardon?
Show us the moonbound thing.
Obstacle, and if it ends its movement in
terrain,
terrain.
or within 1 inch of a movement, it must take a dangerous terrain test.
Yeah.
I mean, we need a definition of obstacle for the actual game then.
We've got
It's
a lot
actually-
of things to Q&A.
Yeah, I mean-
FAQ, not Q. Well, yeah, Q&A.
I don't like the word obstacle is all well and good. It's used elsewhere in the rules and it's supposed to mean like the traditional English language for it, but we have words like unit and terrain in the game, so we don't need the game to not give us those.
Yeah.
Right? Like just use those words.
I completely agree. So that's where they would end up with that. And your moon bounce is still here?
Yep.
Okay. Right, so my second one is moon bounce. Do you still want to make that scout knowing I have a 20-inch charge?
Yeah, you can charge it on.
All right.
I mean, you can't actually charge it with that shrine because there's impassable terrain between you and it.
There is an obstacle.
So
Tack is well done. Okay. Is Lust excellent in this because I can slow move and slow as normal? And I can just slow move to here? Oh, or I could have this charge, which I don't hate. These guys all moving 20 inches in a straight line.
They need to move slow first, otherwise they're going to move through the difficult terrain.
Yeah.
How does that work with difficult terrain then? You ignore terrain? It doesn't say. It's not.
If it wasn't charging, it must take a dangerous terrain test.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you very much.
So, like, the extra distance on rush charge, that would get overwritten by hitting difficult terrain, though. Right? Difficult terrain says you can move no further than 6 inches if you want to go.
I completely agree with that, yeah, what you're saying. If I have a unit that doesn't have Strider, who long moon bounces, are we going to call it long and short moon bounce?
Sure.
Or
They can only move 6 inches.
they can only move 6, right?
Yeah. So, actually, that unit's kind of fucked.
This unit is totally fucked.
Well, but it's fine, because slow moving is way faster than long moving through that terrain anyway, so...
And I'm very fast. I'm very fast. So slow moving for me is still 16 inches on this.
Yeah.
Which is fine. What? There's way more to think about now. I really want to bring a Lust armor to
me too.
UKG now.
See how this game goes first. You might be less happy about the Lust after this game.
Okay. Folks at home, this is my second move and I'm taking a long time over it. Obviously, we've been chatting to you lovely people here live. Next time, for those of you watching in the future, catch us live. We will give you 1 hour's warning at a time, apparently. There are so many mistakes to make at this exact point for both of us.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to avoid as many of
forgetting the rules. So no one is forgetting the rules.
Did you like my Oblivion? What's the initial prisoner guy called? On the other side of it?
Oh, I don't know what he's called. Yeah, well, yeah, whatever.
Okay. These guys could 20-inch bounce this. Oh no, they can't! You designed this map. You designed this map a year ago to ruin me.
I'm insane.
Right.
I mean, you got slow moves, right? Just do slow moves, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I can just do 12 to hit, right?
I mean, the moonbounce thing is kind of insane when they suggest you have so much blocking terrain anyway.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot of slow moving for you.
This is going to be a lot of slow moving for me. which isn't why you play last. I might burn an activation, to be honest. Oh, but I can just ruin you by hiding behind this. Okay, let's activate this unit of Lost Warriors. Do you just stop at... thank you, Xena, for sharing that. Until you hit an obstacle, and if you're within...
In terrain
or one of any units it wasn't charging.
Yeah.
So don't land in friendly units.
Don't land in friendly units, don't land.
Your ghosts might struggle on this mission.
Well, I don't know about that. Because you still just use the other one, right? You just go slower, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Use the first one to yeet yourself on the map and then go slower.
Can I... Because I can move through myself. Let's go to that.
Yeah, that's the other thing as well. So, the units move its full movement in a straight line. How does a unit move in a straight line? Models move in straight lines.
Exactly.
So that needs thinking as well. He's looking at. We should probably be writing this down. Get him over to Big T.
Well, we're recording them. Big T, Big Tano.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Big T. Oh.
No. Right.
Oh, hold on. Think more than one move ahead, Dave. This unit's locked.
Well, no, because you now just use the slow version. Right, you've got laser movement. Yeah.
Right, cool. After you.
Right. Fearlessly we go. Just outrage.
Oh, you scared me. You scared me so much. That are they what are these guys called?
Yeah.
Devourers. Are the Devourers fast?
Yeah,
base rules fast.
Yeah.
They are base rules
16.
Fast.
So that's a 20-inch charge, 21-inch charge.
So that's a 22. So we're out there. There's going to be a lot of mistakes made on this game mode on the day.
Yeah. I think
fast is the army wide for lust. Yes. And it's why I really like them. I really like them because it's army wide fast and it's army wide quality 3 in fantasy, which is quite rare. And so your morale checks for that a little bit better. Tabletop Date Night. Hey, how's it going? Thank you very much for joining us. It's lovely to have you. Tabletop Date Night. We haven't spoken before. Nice to meet you. I'm Dave. That's Harvey. We don't think just charged. We also have Ed. Tabletop Date Night. Do you know the background?
Did I see a video? I think I saw a video about
Tabletop Date Night appeared on the scene, dropped a brilliant video about making OPR your date night.
Sure, yeah.
Garnered a ton of successful views and interaction. Dropped one more video and then just has
disappeared into the night.
Blue balled the OPR community as we're all there going, what's going on? Tabletop Day Night, it's wonderful to have you here. Thank you for joining us on the stream. How you doing? Nice to meet you. It's so great to have
cool.
You.
Right. That's a slow move into terrain.
Okay, so you moon bounced with the slow onto the trees. Look at these majestic.
Honestly, the perfect Noblars.
Goblins.
Pet goblins.
And unchargeable. Because look at this beautiful template gameplay.
It's just excellent.
Your goblins are going to be your MVP.
They always are. Literally the best miniatures.
My
wife got pregnant and the game space now has a crib in it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, tabletop. Oh my god, that means the date night went really well.
Yeah. A successful video and other things.
Congratulations on having... That is a great reason. We were just talking about it. My daughter turned 2 this week. We've got another one on the way.
Not us two.
No, not us. This is my wife.
Yeah.
Mama.
I'm beautiful.
My other wife. My actual wife. My other
back
wife.
soon. So, it wasn't a 9 month from now. We'll see the next video. It's sooner than that.
Oh, fantastic. It went so well. That's great to hear.
Oh, we're doing the boomer thing again where our heads are in the bottom half of the screen. This is no good.
Oh, okay. Camera adjustment. The camera shouldn't have moved since we literally streamed on Friday.
Yeah, but maybe the chairs are a different height. Look at that.
How could the chairs be a different height? That's even more boomer. Someone's been coming into the office.
Now we've got Jim Bros on the chat.
Oh, it's a good thing you can't see lower than this line.
Alright.
You're the Jim Bro.
Make your move.
Right, so I can't...
I've got the YOLO Ogre strategies going on here.
Wow, you're really on the Jim Bro. You're showing off. Should we both show off our slightly red t-shirts?
Yeah, go on then.
That's where we're... No, I'm going to keep the jump.
Don't think. You're going to be just charge.
That's really that's close to where I am right now. Do I slow move the shrine?
I've just got frozen in my head going around.
Loves
Just,
an
we
open
finish each other's sandwiches. Just like over. It's awful.
Oh, tabletop date night. If this is your first child, brace for how wonderful Disney is. I hope you both like Disney now, because if you don't, it might be a bit of a learning curve for you. I loved Disney before my daughter was conceptualized, so we're okay. And my daughter is full in the Disney swings. 2 videos recorded. Fitz, you are insane. I am stalling making a decision so much.
Yep.
This is a hard game.
Yeah, I mean, I've literally no interest in having kids. I'm planning on entirely living vicariously through Dave, really, in that regard. I love kids, but if there's one thing I've learned from spending time with Dave in parent mode, it's that, perhaps I should just spend my life just looking after me instead,
Reasonable.
It's just about managing that one.
I mean, you do wonderfully with Sylvia. My daughter's called Sylvia.
Yeah, I do, and the world is being robbed of a perfectly good dad, but it's also being given
One day, you never know.
a man who can talk about OPR 24 hours a day instead, so.
8.
Kid number 4. Whoa.
Whose kid number 4 is that?
Tabletop date night.
Wow.
I haven't watched non-kids TV in years.
Kid number 4.
That's wild. I'm one of 4, I am.
We're both one of
And
4.
to be honest, what a gift to have 4, a group of 4 siblings, right?
No, it's the worst. We're the polar opposite of appreciating siblings.
I had I've just come back from a snowboarding trip with my siblings, where we were all like, thank God our parents aren't here, but we'd had a lovely time. And yeah, you're kind of on the opposite end, right? We got a bit of a mixed bag, but
yeah.
We finished each other's sandwiches.
Actually, is this a mistake for just giving something up? Maybe not. Because I'm flying. Flying passes impassable terrain, so the rule doesn't apply?
Doesn't count as an obstacle?
Yeah. Because if I'm moon bouncing while I'm flying, I'm gonna rule that. Channel rule that flying passes impassable, so you don't hit obstacles.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense, right? But yeah, I guess in terms of a moon bounce, flying's got nothing to do with being a moon bouncing. If you're looking, deep lore.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But also, moon bounce says nothing about having an atmosphere. So
right, I'm doing that one. That I can do. You'll go.
Okay.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm just going to expand the chat because we have such wonderful people with us tonight.
Right.
We've got bromance between TTDN and Fitz. Zenith. I can't help notice there's not an awful lot of thinking given the name of the channel Zenith is. When Ed decided to expand to bring me in, and I did warn him, I think, too much about this. And then we were talking about it. That's difficult terrain, mate.
So I can move 8 inches then.
Yes.
Good old moon bounce.
Yeah, Ed said that it would be ridiculous to have me here, but it's far too much fun. And it's worked out really well because we've got Harvey in, and it means now we've got 3 people on it, so it's good.
Sure.
But it means that there's going to be a lot of thinking given the name of the channel.
All
Kid number 4, well prepared for, wonderful T2DN. I'm so happy for you guys. I find your interpretation of unit versus model in the context of the moon bounce to be fascinating. Yeah, we think way too much about this sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, can units travel in straight lines? I guess they can. But what are you basing it on? Is it they all have to move in parallel to each other then? You draw one line out per model? Because that really changes how the rule works. If they can't do that, is that a reasonable thing to ask people to do on a tabletop? Maybe. It means that the formation you put them down in the first place makes a big difference because you can't ever reorganize them without using the other rule. But yeah, I mean, there's kind of a wishy-washy weirdness about moving in OPR anyway, because it says you can't break coherency during your move, but nobody's moving their models inching them forward so they're never breaking coherency, right? So there's an assumption in the game where you go okay, I moved that one 12 inches. Your opponent's going to go that's out of coherency. So yeah, I mean, I think in general just play it the way it makes sense really between you and your person you're playing.
It is rule 1, and it's said a lot.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually go for this, which is that I don't like you having this charge.
Sure.
So I'm going to block this charge.
Sure.
Which is a long moon bounce intentionally into an obstacle.
Okay. 6s.
No, this is actually fine. Is it fine? Fine, because I can still at least do that. 6s.
Is it in... Well, actually, that's the other thing.
Terrain.
In terrain is interesting. That means that raised section in the middle is terrain.
Sorry, it's obstacle or terrain. What is that? Terrain, not free terrain?
No, that's elevated terrain, right?
Okay, then I'm going to make sure that this guy ends up here. He's going to end up like there.
Sure. But yeah, like...
Can you bounce out of coherency?
I don't know. No, right? But yeah, that's kind of what I was just saying then about the weirdness of it, right?
Let's go for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
cool. Right. Love is an open door.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of angle sniping on this. Far more suicide charges. We'll try, okay?
So I can just like bounce these guys into this wall and that's fine.
Yeah.
But so this is the other thing, right? Like that's hit the wall there.
But you've got a model who would want to go beyond.
Yeah.
So,
So is the unit? That's the unit traveling in a straight line, and it's.
I think we substitute unit for model right now.
Yeah, because if this is what I was saying before about the unit thing, there, right? Like that unit has hit an obstacle, but the models haven't.
Roughly, that's fine.
So we'll do models then. But I mean,
So yeah, clip it. I call clip it fine, right? So he can go even further. He can go to the literal corner.
Is their own
unit, I would agree, is an obstacle.
So you can line them up like that then.
Yeah, also fine.
Thick boys line up. Sure.
What you got left? 2?
I've got 2.
So this is now a burn. This is a burn. This is a...
Yeah, so yeah, Tabletop Simulator is on Steam, and then when you have Tabletop Simulator, there's a couple of different like workshop items you need to install to get this up to here. If you go head to the official OPR Discord, there's a playing online channel, and in the pinned comments there are the mods you might want to install to get this working. Yeah.
The table, this exact table, is not something you can get for clarity. This is something Harvey made.
Yeah, so like the setup of the terrain, he means.
What?
But like, yeah, all the bits, yeah.
All of the broader thing is what you get, and then you can bring in... I'm not going to start to do it because it will mess with our game. You can bring in tables, use terrain, custom build your own thing. So like, you got all these little bags of terrain, including... I'm not going to do that one, but like, if you search this is named Halo terrain, so I'm expecting to see lots of things from the video game Halo. And so if I were to let it load... Oh, I picked a big one.
Yeah, but you get the idea. You can drag terrain from the bags.
You drag it, you make it your own. That's cool. Is there an OPR add-on or something? Yeah.
Yeah, so the OPR specific thing about it is there's a table that lets you take an Army Forge shared thing. You go to a website, link. You put it in there. It then generates another link that you put into TTS, and then you can assign units back and forth.
Yeah.
If you actually go to the previous stream on this channel and skip to like 20 minutes in, we were probably messing with it around that point.
TTDN, if you go and check out the last stream, you'll see us. The last stream, we didn't do our prep. We sat down and like, we'll just chat to people. So it's a really long stream, and I think it was like an hour and 20 minutes before we started playing. But you'll see us setting up the board, the armies,
most of it at least.
Things like that. This one we were a bit quicker. But just to give you an example. So like this is a Halo something. That's the Grunts drop pod.
Maybe. Yeah, sure.
But like, so you could make a board of the Halo thing, which would be really cool. Someone do it. I'll play that. It'll be awesome. By models, I mean... sorry,
I'll read.
You read.
Yeah, for models, so yeah, in the pinned comments in Discord as well. There's one mod called Ulth1, which is all the fancy ones.
Ulth1, please.
Whatever. Sorry, I'm not a nerd. I just played OPR.
You played way more Total War Warhammer 2 than me. And 1 and 3.
Well, listen to what I was saying. And then the other one's called Force Org. And that's got all the 40k models in it.
Right, I'm going to slow move. Wait, we're counting this as terrain that causes deadly.
But
right?
slow move doesn't activate that thing.
Oh, it doesn't. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to slow move this unit to here, but way more tactically than that. Roughly this. So you need to move around. So 7, 5. We're not cutting. 11. You can bonk yourself. Oh no, they can't. This being terrain is absurd.
That's the rules, though, right? It's like the Wood Elf rule, right? What
Is
counts as-
raised terrain?
Yeah. Anything that has any rules attached to it in terms of terrain counts as terrain.
And just because that's going to be the line of sight blocking.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure that counts as blocking. I think blocking is like infinite height, but yeah.
Cover.
Sure. Yeah. I mean,
You
it's
and I
elevated,
would-
right? Elevated terrain is the type it is, which doesn't have any like real rules attached to it, but it counts as terrain.
Yeah, that's the Wood Elf thing.
Yeah.
Which Discord do we mean, the Zenith? We mean the One Page Rules official Discord. TTDN. Okay, cool. Any way to import an STL? I don't think you can... I don't know is the answer to that question. People talk about scanning their minis up to TTS. Frankly, we're dealing with something way more complex than I actually understand. But as far as I'm aware, if you have a 3D image of something, you can do that. As for the question, does that apply to STLs? I don't know. But also, given the colour depth that I actually see on this, I'd be shocked because... I'd be shocked if that was good because STLs are just the neutral grey.
You can. OPR STLs, are way too detailed. You have to like reduce the number of polygons in them by quite a lot. I think it's been a while since I messed around with it, and it's totally not. You're not supposed to upload OPR STLs, especially to the workshop. I mean, I guess you could do them locally. I think that would be fine. But once you're doing it to share it with other players, and which you need to do if you're playing online, then obviously you'll break terms and conditions, whatever. But I think it was something like less than 10,000 polygons. If that's a reasonable number, it's been a long time since I've messed around with STLs. But I think the OPR ones are like more like 80,000 or something out of the box. If that's a factor of 10 out, just scale it down. But yeah. Are they public, the UKGE rules? They are public in that they've been emailed to all the participants.
And they are public that we displayed them on stream on Friday. And I don't think we'll be told off for that. There's nothing in there.
I'll drop the PDF in the Discord now.
Yeah, there's nothing in there I think that's going to get us in trouble for sharing. What they are is the tournament pack.
But adjusted for
4x4. Yeah. So maybe it's the tournament pack from the skirmish games.
I don't think there is a tournament pack for skirmish games.
I've never looked at them, so I don't know.
Played in.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Well, too much yapping, not enough playing. Files.
Okay, I'm going to burn. So, back to our activations video for folks. I have activation pressure on Harvey. My activation pressure is going to make his Tribe Master either take a bad charge or go backwards. So I'm going to burn something. What's my burn? I want this clump to be cleaned up. So I'm just going to burn my Twin Warriors here. They're going to slow move, which is 6. And 6 for Lust. Lust on this mission is goated.
I don't have enough permissions in this Discord to do it.
What? You're a mod?
No, I'm not. The permissions in the Discord are messed up. I don't know what you and Ed did, but I'll can I link it in
do
chat?
Do it on my phone.
Yeah.
Oh, you and I will be the same level of mod, won't we?
Maybe. I don't know. Can
I'm quick moving probably inaccurately with these Lost Twin Warriors.
I might just send the link in chat actually. I don't know if they attached it into the thing or put it as a...
Can you not share the PDF?
No,
I see what you mean.
Yeah. We'll get out there at some point.
Zach, it's great to have you here, mate. Thank you very much for joining us. OBJ?
Object files. Yeah.
Object files. Hi, Zach. Yes. Thank you very much for joining us, Zach.
Yeah. You can do your own models definitely, yeah, and then import them into TTS. You then need to upload them to the workshop. You've done your move.
I've done my move. My move was a burner, effectively. It was bringing the Twin Soul Warriors with great weapons over to the back here.
Sure. Right. What do we want to do here? I mean, so we're going to get countercharged by this load of stuff if we make that charge. If I could just make this charge. Right. There's enough stuff here blocking it. And I've got a 3-inch consolidator which could put me up here. Right. These don't have... None of these have Strider, right?
The Master has flying.
I'm not really worried about him, to be honest.
Ooh. Rookie mistake. He's going to ruin you now.
So maybe we just charge these guys. I mean, you could charge.
Oh, apparently you're marked as a charger in the Discord. Okay, I'll serve.
Yeah, there we go,
I'll share it. Let me get my phone up.
I think we just charge these hounds. I mean,
Oh, Tom Creek. I don't know if you're in the chat there, but I've just seen your message that you're looking at Lust Disciples for UKGE. Here's a beautiful possible example for you.
Right, do we need to roll dice this? Probably. Right. First combat of the game, everyone gets super excited.
You charging these guys?
Charging hounds. No, they should just die on the charge here. If
They
they don't,
should.
it's going to be very disappointing. But we've got 4 impact hits. We've got Devour as well. Go on then. Go on then.
Six.
1 cheeky Devour. Never lucky. Okay.
4.
So this is 4 impact hits hitting on 2s. So that's 2 hits.
Okay, we'll count that.
This is
I'm death 5 up actually, I think, so it doesn't matter.
2 tusk attacks hitting on 3s. AP 1. That's 1.
1 AP1,
And
2 AP
then
nothing.
8 with AP 2, whatever.
Which
Yeah.
makes the difference. You tell me the AP ones.
Which is these. So that is 7 and 2, and I think I've not forgotten anything there.
I can do it.
No, that's it. Okay, cool. So 7 with AP, so 6s, and the other one's for 5s.
Dead.
Cool. Yeah.
Which way are you going?
I'll take a 3-inch consolidation. I actually could have gone around the back of these guys, I guess, but 3 inches to there.
Okay. So we're gonna get going.
Sure.
And get Gavin. You're fatigued.
I'm fatigued.
The Lush Shrine's going to activate and charge you.
Yep.
He's going to put his...
He's within 16, is he?
He's within 20.
Yeah, but he'd be hitting that difficult.
He can go in a straight line that avoids the
His
difficulty.
model's way too wide to get between there, right? Between that and the statue?
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to say...
I mean, make
Like-
the charge anyway. He can do it in his normal charge anyway. Doesn't make a difference.
he's going there.
Yep.
Yeah. He's going to pass his +1 to hit to himself and the Lustmaster.
Sure.
I was thinking like, oh no, do I have to throw it on the horses? Or
No,
no,
you're
he
fine.
is a valid target. Favourite profile. What do I need? 12? Here's 10.
So
I'm going to take from my bank.
8 and 4, right?
Right. Yes, but I don't know actually what the split is. Having
It's
never. Can I
Two.
just
It's
tidy up your
it's
dice?
4 1s and 8 2s, I think.
What's your defense? 3.
8
8 2s,
yeah,
4s. So these are hitting you on 3s.
Yep.
So to explain for the people at home, I've got a shrine here. The shrine does a load of other things. It's tough 12. It's a 4/3. It's got 12 attacks, 8 or AP2, but it hands out a +1 to hit to 2 units within range every time it activates. I'm choosing itself, and I'm choosing my Lust Master on Manticore because we are pummeling this Tried Master. He's fatigued. We should win 2 combats. Are you fear 2 or 3?
1, I think. It's one of those kind of weird units where you expect to have lots of fear, but it doesn't. It's only got the 1 from the scout rule.
Wow, fear 1. Okay, so I'm hitting you on 3s. With AP2, that's 6 hits with AP2.
Yep.
I have 4 attacks with AP1.
Yep.
Oh, 1 attack with 1 hit with AP1. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a split I'm happy with. So these are AP2.
So this is a 3 up, so that's a 5 up.
Okay. It says 4 up on TTS, but it's got +1 defense that hasn't passed through.
So
3?
and I
Good
have
6s.
3 regen as well.
Oh, you've regen. Huge regen.
2 wounds, and then this is a 4 up.
That'll be a 4 up into a 5 up. Into a 5
Into a
up.
5 up. Okay, so that's
3 damage.
3 damage.
You still get Devour when fatigued.
I do still get Devour and Fatigue, so 6 up.
Oh,
and
belter.
then I have 8 attacks.
AP.
2 hit on 6s only, which is 1. And then I got 4 attacks hit on AP1. Oh, no, it's a lie. This is 2.
AP2.
So,
Nothing.
no, 2 hits, sorry. And we're all
That's right. The none of them
Sure.
hit on them, so it's fine. So 1 hit with AP lots. AP2.
Yep.
1 5 up. No.
One win back.
That's why I also take 1. Have you marked yours?
Do you have fear?
I think I'm fair 2.
Yeah, okay.
Fair 2. You lose.
Yep. So
Shake,
I make
shake,
a
shake. 3 up.
3 up.
Shake, 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 shake.
For the game. Easy.
Hey, easy peasy. And I'm gonna do
You got
my
1 inch bounce as well.
1 inch moon bounce. Have you just taken 2 objectives?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bounce this way. Did you? Oh,
Yeah,
you
no,
didn't take this one.
no.
Okay. Thought I was losing the game already. I wasn't gonna be happy there. 12 to Lust Warriors doing something. I don't even know what you're actually charging with your ambush prior.
Whatever
Which
I
is
want,
interesting.
basically.
Yeah, obviously it's whatever you want, but I don't know what your target choice is.
Yeah.
I'll do this guy who's
Yep.
going for his charge, which can be a slow as well. It can be a slow bounce.
He's just fast.
Oh, it can't be a slow bounce,
Yeah.
but that's fine. We'll go here. Don't 1 inch of terrain.
No, if it's in terrain.
In terrain, that's fine.
Yeah,
we can
1
do
inch
that.
for another unit, yeah.
So this guy's now hitting you on 2s. So let's.
Yeah, so he's got 3 rending attacks, right? Is
What's he got?
that right?
6 rending
6,
attacks.
sorry, yeah, I meant 6, yeah. 6 rending attacks and then 4 normal ones, is that?
Yes. So
No rending.
no
but 6
rending,
hits.
but 6 hits, and then 4 AP1.
Yep.
Is it 4 or is it 3?
4.
4.
Yeah,
4 AP1s.
2s. So 3 more.
So 3 AP1s, that many AP nothings.
So these are 3s. Oh shit.
Roll the goblins.
Oh,
Oh,
fine. And these are 4s.
my god!
And that's a regen. Just live this. Okay,
Nice.
1 more wound. And then we get 8 attacks per. Oh,
Ooh.
careful, lads.
Oh,
Careful.
oh.
TTS moments.
You
This
need
is
1
one.
more dice.
Yeah. So this is 6s
Sixes.
only. Oh, I got a Devour as well. Oh,
Hee.
Another lucky.
I saw the 6.
6s.
This is AP2. Nothing.
Nothing. And then 2.
AP1.
Nothing. Do you have fear? You
Is that a tie
fear.
combat?
No, I'm going off fear 1.
I had fair 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I
you-
did
you
one,
did
too.
wound, yeah.
3 up.
So 3 up. Come on, here. Easy.
Oh, it even looked to go for it. Okay. 1 inch bounce.
Yep.
I've got the rest of my stuff to do.
Yep.
Can I? There was no way that this was going to get in, was there? Oh, it was if I'd have moved better. Oh well.
Well, you hit the difficult, right?
I'd take a dangerous terrain check.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to move past the difficult.
I mean, that guy going to here, if I'd have moved him better.
But
Oh,
you break coherency the second you hit this difficult terrain, right? You can't move on 6 inches if you hit the difficult terrain.
But that's why we need to know if.
Alright,
you
that's the
can-
other thing about it as well, right?
Oh, we've got loads of chats.
Yeah, no, if you, especially with this, right, if you could moon bounce like 20 inches but you'd hit difficult, it would limit you to 6 inches. So you can't even go
You-
up to the terrain.
Break terrain.
But you can't,
break
even go,
coherency,
you can't even
sorry.
go up to the terrain though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're either going like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's messed up.
What do you chat to people, please?
Yeah, it's exactly the same as the normal tournament pack, except they've made some changes to make it a 4x4. What that mostly is just move the objectives around. Move the deployment zones just so they're in for the 4x4 instead of the 6x4. But the other difference is, I think the scout game was
when you say the scout game,
yeah,
explain
sorry,
to
yeah.
people what you mean.
The taking objectives and running away with them game, that is normally long edge deployment or short edge deployment, but they've made it kind of like this 4x4, just close edge deployment, but made it 6 inches instead. So yeah, not massive changes, but you know.
Right, so moving my Lust Fiend brutes into the middle of the board and chilling.
Yep.
Then my last unit of warriors. Probably also. Oh, actually, I can moon bounce them.
Yeah.
And just hit myself, right?
Yeah, another question: does that respect 1 inch?
No, there's a rider there. If I hit things within 1 inch that I'm not charging, I take a dangerous terrain attack. So
Yes.
I'm going to bring these guys all back.
Yeah.
I'm just going to 12 inch them.
Sure.
And then he can't be there because of social distancing. So I need to be back.
Yeah, this seems like a. Yeah, but it's basically the same pack otherwise for the rules and such. Yeah, I mean, it could do with a bunch of clarification, really. I think it's going to be a bit of a TO's nightmare, really, having basically like 4 sets of new rules across the different games with the optional rules. When the UKGE pack was coming out, we were kind of hoping the optional rules wouldn't be included because it's relatively sane otherwise. And that's actually how we started playing this game without the moonbounds. But yeah, like They've really changed the game in a way that isn't necessarily very appealing. But
Yeah.
right,
End of round 1.
so it's a point each.
Yeah, 1-1. Do you want to bring in some D10s?
Yeah, I got it.
I'm just going to pop to the loo.
Yep,
like a
that's
good boy.
fine.
You keep chatting to people. I'll be back in a moment. Should we put a dog in my chair?
Silly dog.
There you go. This is dog. This is Dora.
Worst creatures in the house. Right, what colour dice we having, lads? I'm having white, I think. So it's 1-1. 1-1. Dangerous terrain check. So he did a normal move instead. The lumbering gate one, and then because these guys are fast, they can move up to 12 inches. So he just did that move, whatever it was. Yeah, I mean, we should update these objectives to show that they are controlled by different factions. That would help. You'll have to excuse me, I'm colourblind, so he's never going to get the pink he wants. But there we go. Cool, yeah. So I think the next thing that happens anyway is Big deactivates on both sides, and then I'm getting my ambushes. So for anyone who wasn't here at the start, I've got 2 units in ambush. It's these 2 guys. One of these is like based on one of these guys, but he's a champion, so he's 4 quality instead. And the other one is the same profile, but not on a mount. So this guy is just another spellcaster. So the idea here is I ambush in one big guy. He's got caster 3 with 6 tokens. He's going to take his activation first because I go first turn. And I'm going to drain all the tokens from the other guy to make sure all his spells go off on 2s. So that's going to give me 12 hits, 8 hits, and probably Furious. But I'll see how it goes as it goes on. Which means we want to put this guy in a position where he can do all those spells as he's moving. Now I think we're probably charging these brutes because they're relatively fragile. This guy has Monster Hunter, so he's going to absolutely mince through them anytime he hits. And we'll probably do 12 hits over here on these horsemen. That should wipe out most of the unit. And then 8 hits somewhere else. We'll decide as we go along. But yes.
How are we doing on fluid?
I've got a little bit left.
Bring anything? Bring it back again.
No. So what I need to do now is place these more than 9 inches away. But it doesn't matter too much because we're going to be within range for this guy's 18-inch buffing anyway. Now this guy doesn't actually want to get charged. He's not very tough. He's just a 4/4. He does have 8 attacks. And he has Strider. So I was going to put him in some terrain somewhere, but I think I've been kind of cock-blocked out of most of the terrain. I could put him on the very edge of that maybe. But he needs to be within 18 inches when this guy is casting his spells, so kind of 18 inches of here, which means there isn't really much option. There's only back here really. So I think what I'll do is I'll just put him like that, I think.
The dog.
Which he needs to be further back than that, but yeah. In fact, he might as well be further back than that as well. Yeah, that'll be fine. So my ambushes, I'm just going to bring them in here and here. It doesn't really matter too much. But I'm activating first. Happy with that?
Correct.
Cool. So 18 inches should be fine. So I'm going to get cast spells with this guy. I'm going to drain all these guys' tokens as I do. Now the ogre list is 8 hits. It's 12 hits.
It's glorious.
Yeah, if you look,
It's
if you like hits.
Best fantasy spellcasting list. That and
I would say
war.
so. Yeah. So yeah, we've got 12 hits within 12 inches. Oh, 2/2 enemy units take 4 hits each within.
You can do 2/2.
So two for 4 hits.
2 4s.
And then one
That's
model takes
really
1
good.
hit AP4 or Furious. So I'm probably going to buff Furious on this guy. But so he's making this charge here, and en route he's going to cast 12 hits on these guys.
Yeah, there's a line. Okay.
And this guy's going to buff with 2 tokens, and I'll do the rest of it in a second. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to use all the tokens on both of them. So we'll just go through it like this. This is a 2-up. If it doesn't go off, we're going to be sad. We're fine. So that is 12 hits.
You've done 12 on them.
Yeah.
I'm not using your silly white dice.
Oh, sorry.
Go find my pink dice.
That's 11, isn't it? Yeah.
That's a unit dead.
1 alive, right?
No, 5 ups. So 5 ups. 2 alive.
Oh, yeah. So
That was a 5 as well. 2 alive. 12 hits.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 alive. They need a
morale
morale
check as well, but at the end of the round.
Well, I'll do it now anyway, because there's nothing else happening to them.
Sure. Shaken, not stirred. And then I've got 2 hits of 4 hits. So I cast those on the Lust Twin Warriors as I come up. So another 2-up.
What have I?
Cool. So
What's that,
4
sorry?
hits. 4 hits on both the Twin Warriors. So these are 4-ups.
Okay. Both the twins.
Yep. Not
So
the twins.
this is the Great Weapon Warriors. Oh, I saw a load of things go wrong there. It's only two. Oh, we're not chatting. And this Twin Warriors.
Two.
Oh, again. Okay. We'll take the back ones. Okay, continue.
And then I can buff.
Oh, you've not finished.
Then I can buff Furious probably, or I can do one hit AP4. I think it's
What
Furious,
is this
right?
list that you're doing all these 5, 4, 3? You started on 6. Okay.
I'll do Furious on 2s. Cool. So Furious on this guy.
And he's out of tokens then.
Yeah, they both be out tokens. Furious on this guy, and I mean, I guess that makes the counter charge nice, so we'll do that. We'll do him as well.
So this is, sorry, to explain the cast.
I've been through it.
Ogres
before,
have done.
But yeah.
Oh, did you do it all while
While I was, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So Furious on this guy as well. So I'm charging these Lust Fiend Brutes. So we are hitting on... Now, I have Monster Hunter, so all these are the same. So I don't think it makes too much of a difference here. So it's
The
just 10,
rules.
So it's just 10 hits.
10 attacks.
Hitting on 4s, exploding
Furious.
6s.
AP lots. How many 6s? That fell into a 6. Is that a 2? That's a 2. Okay.
So hit.
And then 2
and
extras.
2 more.
Total of 6.
I've also got 4 impacts on
8
this as well.
Total of 8, right?
Yeah, I rolled 10 dice. This is 6s only.
That's 7. 2 die.
And then I've got 4 impact hits as well. That's 200 anyway. Yeah. 4 impact hits. Oh shit. And 2s. No AP on these, obviously. So 3 hits.
4s.
You need to see 2s here.
Nice. We get to hit back.
Do I have Devour on this guy, or is that on only the big guy? I think it's only on the big guy.
Impact, Monster Hunter, ambush.
Yeah, cool. That's that done then.
Cool. We get to hit you back. You've just done 7 wounds.
Yeah, so 4
These
hits.
are 4s and rending. 1 AP6.
1 AP6. So I don't have any sort of special regen here, so it's just a 6. So 1 wound.
Yeah, got him.
Easy.
Right in the kisser. Okay.
Morale on 4.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, okay, fine.
It's a stunned. Oh, not stunned at all, even. Sorry. Yeah, bounce back as well. Inch. Cool.
Happy?
Yep.
Okay. Right. Activation priority, right? So this guy's coming in, he's going 20 inches into these Lust Warriors. Realistically. They're not going anywhere. I want to activate the shrine, throw out the things, do it on himself and this guy, and do bits. That's probably what I'm doing here. So I'm going to activate the shrine. Am I charging him? Is my next question. He's impact. You can't impact if you're fatigued. So that's it. We're going to be using our 20 inches to charge, or slow charge him. We will slow charge him and stay on the point, and we'll just go here.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to activate my Lust Shrine. I'm going to use his +1 to hit buff on himself and on my Lust Master.
Yep.
And then we're going to charge with a slow moon bounce the big scary Tribe Master. Let's group up a load of dice. I need 8 of these. Oh wait, Fitz, are you still there? I didn't show you my trophies. I didn't show you my sparkly shiny things, but in particular, mate, you will appreciate them. These are AP2 hits hitting you on 3s.
That's a
Hits,
6.
2 misses.
Yeah.
We're not furious, so that's 6 hits AP2. So these are 5 ups into 5 ups.
5 is 5 ups. Into 5 ups.
Yes, I'm here. Wonderful. So I've mentioned a couple of times.
2.
Oh, you regen queen. I went to an event a couple of weeks ago in a local town, an hour down the road here in the UK. I have 4 attacks. I'll just finish rolling these and I'll show you what I got for coming first. These are AP1. 3 hits AP1. So, other than the certificates and a very nice shiny 3D printed medal, you got, as first place, I got to choose two of the trophies that were on availability. One of them is this. And then the second one I chose is this. Look at that. So these are my prizes from that event. And I'm going to get a trophy wall up in the garage for when me and Ed are back doing live battle reports. And that's going up there. They're just fantastic. It makes me so happy.
Devour here. Another 6.
As you getting me back. How many damage did I do to you? 3? I didn't see your AP 1.
One more. So they're all hits with AP 2. And these are AP 1. So...
I only do 4 damage to you.
Yeah.
Do you regen that many?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Wait, just these?
No, there's one more AP 1 over there.
These are 5s.
These are AP 2, so...
That's 6 damage. 7 damage. Right, I've lost that combat.
Yeah, because I did 8 and you did...
4 up or die. Oh, I've used your white dice. That's the problem. Make the 4 up. 7 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He should have 4 left. He has 4 left. Cool. Lovely. That's my activation done. Do you take... Yeah, you were down to 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're down to 5.
Yeah. Right. I think I activate this guy next.
My regen rolls never go that well. It's a 1 in 3 chance, so for Harvey that means 2 and 3.
To be fair, I failed all the first checks, so...
No, don't be ridiculous. It didn't happen. We don't have video evidence of it.
No,
You luck a
you'll
dog.
never know.
You luck
I think
a
I
dog.
just charged his Lustmaster, to be honest.
With fatigue on your...
Yeah, I've got Furious, and I don't have Impact anymore.
You do not.
But this charge probably kills him on the way back, so I might as well make the charge and have the advantage.
I've just drank all the beer.
That's classic you.
Sorry, I've tried to leave most of it.
He tried to leave most of it.
You can also
How-
say we
how
can
did that
share
go?
cooties.
It went poorly.
It went badly. We can
Yeah.
share cooties.
Right, so yeah, I'm just going to charge the guy next to me.
Do you get devour?
I do get Devour.
Do
yeah.
that first.
Always Devour first. Woohoo! 6s.
Lag.
Easy. Never
5.
lucky. Okay. This is 6s only. AP 2.
AP 2 furious.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And
Oh
2.
no! Hold on. Check this dice. Check that dice. Oh, it's a
No,
2.
yeah. So not looking good.
My Lust Master is striking back, and he is striking back with his bonuses here.
Yep.
He's qual 2. So we have 6 attacks rending, 4 attacks AP. 1? 1. 5, 6. These are rending, hitting you on 2s. I didn't mash more than... Oh, that's gone on well. Okay, so these are 4... These are AP 1.
Yep.
And then these are AP... No, sorry, AP nothing. And these are AP 1. Which is 3 hits with AP 1. So just moving them up.
Yeah. So 3 hits AP 1 is 4s.
4s into 5s.
Using your dice, ruining it. So that's
2 regen checks. 1.
So 1 wound so far.
Regen doing great things.
This is 3 ups.
Jordan, nice to have you.
And this is 6 ups.
Oh, did you just make all your AP nothings? Into
but-
5 ups.
No, rending. 4 more wounds.
Oh, nice.
Okay, well, the
lose
boy
combat?
lives on 1.
3
He's
up.
a believer. Easy 3 up.
He's still there. That's important.
Message retracted.
Oh, Jordan.
Naughty.
Zenith, I'm at an impasse. I want to start working on my next army. You can't side.
I'm going to print and build Battle Brothers Orcs or Tau Robot Legions next.
Dow Robot Legion's my modelling project. Everything else will be a pain. My real question, Zenith, is what STLs are you printing? I mean, if they're scans and we're dealing with GW level stuff, screw them all, go OPR Orcs. I love them. Also, Orcs are hilarious. I really enjoyed playing them on Friday night. It was my first time playing them, and I lost, but had a huge amount of fun, and I think the OPR range is cracking. If you're building other STL ranges, let us know what you're dealing with, because there's a lot out there that's really cool.
I think if you're looking for a list that you can build on slowly and have lots of different playstyles, Robot Legion is probably the one to go for out of those. Or Orcs, probably. I don't think Dow and Battle Brothers have that much kind of spiciness in them.
Yeah, Battle Brothers can be prime.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, with Monolith Gnostic, I guess they can be like 8 different armies or whatever, but yeah. I guess your Dow could technically also be Ninja Cyborgs or whatever they're called. Erectile Dysfunction.
Eternal Dynasty.
Eternal Dynasty. So yeah, but Robot Legion is just like, I mean, if you've seen our video on it, we just like stepped through the whole thing going like, this is great, this is great, this is great, this is great. So I don't think you can really go wrong with that as a list. Yeah, that's fair enough. The boys.
You like this, that's good boys, that is fair. So, charge thoughts. This is safe and guaranteed. This is also safe and nearly guaranteed. Actually, this is less than guaranteed because of fatigue. By this, sorry for those of you perhaps not watching, I'm talking about my master charging his tribe master to take the point. But I kind of want to sandbag that move because at the moment he's blocking your ogres from getting onto the point and contesting it.
Sure.
So now I'm more thinking, what do I want to charge your devourers before they charge me? We've got the Lust Twin Warriors, but the Lust Twin Warriors I also want to countercharge this champion charge, and I don't want to send my Lust Warriors off into the ether for this one charge.
Yep.
So I could send these Lust Warriors into your Devourers. Your defense 4, I'm AP 1. Oh, okay. That's actually possibly influencing me here because otherwise it's the Lust Twin Warriors into your Devourers, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to send these guys in. It's a 12-inch charge. It's super safe.
Sure.
These guys are going into your Devourers. I think is the correct play.
Yep.
I'm going to do it. Tell me if you think it's not the correct play.
I think it's fine. Yeah.
That's not the answer to the
I
question.
think it's
That's
fine.
the most Magic the Gathering. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's fine.
Go on. What's your actual thoughts?
I think that you've got a bunch of crap activations, right? Like there's nothing really that's that juicy. Like your army's quite low cost, so this is probably the best charge you can make.
Yeah, and this is, I think, an excellent charge in the scope of Age of Fantasy.
Sure. Yeah.
That sure is such a Magic the Gathering, sure. This is hitting you on 3's AP1.
Yep.
What are you? You're a 2.
What's
That's
the
7
one
hits.
behind the pillar?
Oh, what? That's
hits.
6 hits AP1.
6 hits AP1 going into 5 ups.
Yeah.
Okay, we could lose 2 units there, 2 models, so that would be bad. What am I doing?
Yes, the coloured dice, respect it.
5 ups. We lose 1.
Nice.
So one of these is a champion, there's that one there, we'll use the one at the back. And we also take 1 extra wound. And then we
You're
are
going to model the Dow robots yourself. The upside is my plan is to be versatile, to be either. That, by the way, is excellent planning. I love that.
Right, and then we get
And the time up front.
8 attacks back, hit on 3s, of which we hit 6, AP2.
6 hits AP2. 5 ups. How many did I do to you?
3 dead. So actually loses combat, shockingly.
You do. Oh, bonk, bonk.
So this is a, luckily we're also on half models,
Yeah,
this is
3
a
up.
3 up.
Makes
Fine. Okay.
Activate me, please.
Yep. Okay. Right, my next activation.
I think it's quite clear.
Let me make this charge.
Yeah,
here.
exactly that.
So these guys are coming to here.
Don't forget you've got a sergeant. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
the Zenith, if you're into modelling,
I think we're only interested
I
in...
can't at all talk about the time impact of you modelling your own units because I don't know how long that takes you. As a novice, I presume that's like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. You made a couple of whips in Fitz Hobby Channel. I confess I'm miles behind on catching up on Fitz's Discord. So I need to pay more attention to that. I'll go have a look. Are you the Zenith in Fitz's as well?
That's the sergeant there. So these are 4s AP1, apart from the sergeant, which is 3s AP1.
So these are all 6s. That's it.
So that is
7.
7 hits. 7 hits AP1, these guys are 5 ups,
My
so
pink
6s.
Dice. I need to see 3 6s there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are you moving?
I just want to... So I think I can stay out of range of these guys charging because of the nature of this.
Bounce.
Yeah, so I think if I just move 3 inches to toe the point there.
Yeah, reasonable.
And we'll do the same with these guys here. Cool. That's the activated.
Are all your threats done? No, you've got this guy. This unit here is still a threat. I'm going to send these twin warriors into your devourers.
Sure.
And then these goblins have to come onto the point.
Goblins.
Oh, hold on. Are you happy that all of those twin warriors can charge here without hitting?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm not moving them. Oh, these guys haven't been yet.
No.
Oh, I can do that.
That hits your own model.
He's also fatigued.
He is also fatigued.
So I can do that. I have to move these. So we do this first. Then you do that. Then I charge, counter. This guy's still going to rampage through me. He's activated. These guys just unshake. I kind of want to stop these guys going. So I do that, you charge here. Do I want to charge you first?
Get the objective, Harvey. Thanks, Jordan. That's the plan.
Jordan's a tactical genius.
At this stage, I think I am going to get the objective, you know. I think we've cracked the case. The objective is mine. So we were thinking at some point of doing a little poll to see which of the Don't Think Just Charge members that everyone prefers. Between me, Dave, and Ed.
No, let's just cut this off right now. Harvey waits until his literal girlfriend is in the chat. So
no, that's not true. Not
my own wife wouldn't vote for me.
It's not happening tonight. It's going to happen at some point on the channel. Maybe when we hit like a milestone.
Ed's going to win. Let's not even like farce around with this. Ed's going to win that one.
So I think we, when we hit a milestone, maybe we'll do a little poll. And then...
Why didn't you consider that previously? Is Jordan a bot?
We're not doing enough breakdown here for you. Sorry, Jordan.
I'm seriously considering just charging this champion. You're fatigued as well. Oh, I can make this relevant. I'm going to send my Lust Twin Warriors into your champion. These guys have gone... What do I care about this doing anything? I don't care about you charging off. I have activation pressure. Your goblin's coming on to here. You have to go 6, so you're still in a charge from these guys. There's nothing you can do about that. These guys come in here, maybe kill the shrine. Risk of counter charge. I don't want to lose this guy's activation. My Lust Twin Warriors are charging here.
Sure.
They'll slow charge.
This is 6 attacks hitting on...
No, this is 3 attacks with Great
3 attacks hitting on 3, 6s blow up into lots. See some 6s.
Never. Still 3 AP2.
3 AP2, so that's 5s. Here we go, big 5s. Not today, 3 wounds. And then I get 8 hits back with AP2, but fatigued. That should be 8.
Charge. Charge, Zenith. Wow.
2 hits. And then I also get 2 more AP1s. Which is, just those.
I still draw combat?
No fear on that, so you'll win that.
Win combat. Yeah. 6s. Nice.
I like you really as well. Right, so...
Have you taken your 2 as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping that you hadn't, and that's possible routing. But Shake It is great.
4-ups. Come on. Not
yes, that is excellent.
Shake it.
That's me done.
Oh yeah. Okay. I think it's maybe this Ogre charge into here.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel bad. I mean, I can also just do some stuff over here. Because this is a range of just normal charging.
No, it's not. You're not fast, are you?
I am fast.
I'm
also a musician, so I only hit on 6s, but these guys haven't charged, have they?
No.
I think I'm less worried about those though. If I do this, this stops this from happening. So yeah, I'm gonna make this play here first. So 30 inches around here. Do this.
Are these on 50mm model bases?
I think these are, yeah, because they're Devour ones. So this is 8 attacks. Oh, I forgot to do my two Devours last time as well.
Do it now. Does it change combat?
What, this one over here?
I think I was still... Well, if
we'll
you like
now.
me.
Yeah. Okay, so it would have been 1 more wound, 1 less wound. So take that guy.
Take that guy.
Yeah. Okay. And then we'll do two ones over here. We start combat. None. And then it's 8 hits.
We're on 6s because of fatigue.
Yep, but I'm furious.
Oh, you're furious? Oh, no.
Easy 6s?
1 6. 2 hits.
2 hits.
Any AP?
2.
6s. I'm hitting you back. 6s.
Yep.
Oh, no. I don't want to...
You shouldn't have said no. Roll your dice, mate.
No, I'm taking the sixes.
You absolutely said no.
I've rolled them.
You can't turn your eyes away to not see the result, so you can re-roll and then go, oh, they were sixes.
They were sixes. Get sucked.
That's not how that works. Roll your 2
I've
fucking
rolled the
defense
dice.
charges.
No,
You
you
said
can
no,
have
no,
that
no,
one.
and turned sideways.
It was
Go on,
two. I was going no. You
no.
can't no when they're in the air.
Oh, really? Why did you do it then?
I also need
What does
to.
chat think? Do we think we should get a re-roll there? What do we think, guys?
Too
Do
late.
you think Dave turning his eyes away?
I'm going to keep this going until I see someone's age.
Yeah. Do we think Dave should re-roll those because he said no, turned his eyes away because he didn't want to see the results because he wanted to roll his own dice? What do you
Chat's
think?
going to say it doesn't matter because they're tired of being deafened by me mashing the computer.
No, they're not.
5.
No,
4,
no. We keep going until
3.
anybody in chat makes a decision.
Someone say no.
Don't say no. Say what you want to happen because no is really unclear. We'll wait here all night. We'll wait here.
No, we won't.
We'll wait here all night.
He's fine. Thank you.
Wait. Who's fine?
Dave. Fitz is here for me. Especially when I roll that many
A million
sixes.
more sixes again. Yeah. Jesus.
I deeply regret. You know what I regret more? Is being in a winning position from using the wrong dice.
Yeah, what was most fun? My decision.
Rule one of the UK OPR Discord is don't simp for Harvey.
So
Shiny math rocks go click clack. Thank you, Zena.
this is like a million more attacks.
Oh, it is.
Right. So you've got to roll these 3 ups.
I'm
This is
gonna
not
roll
good.
them. I'm not going to retrieve my pink dice. These are 3 ups. That's good.
2 more hits.
It's probably average.
Is that 8 then?
8 AP nothing. 7 AP nothing.
7 AP nothing.
Do you want to use white dice or pink?
I'll use white dice.
Because they are superior. I didn't.
What?
I didn't throw them.
Oh. 4 ups. Unit dead. Well, there we go. Wait, yeah, 6 wounds, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you only had 5 left.
Oh well. There's that.
No, not even activated. Just
I'd saved them all over one combat because I know I didn't get a devour from these guys. Got a devour from the other guys.
What the hell is happening?
You cheated, is what happened. You said you didn't want to roll the dice, and you rolled them, and no, it's okay, Dave. It'll go down. In the
I'll
history
make up
books.
for it by pouring you more drink.
I don't want more left.
More left.
It's your go. No, it is a cobra. Sorry, yeah, go on. It's your go.
That hasn't made my decisions any easier. I still want these to be in this counter. These guys are fatigued. You've got goblins. You've got this. Oh.
That would be leaving my guy alive for next round.
No, because I've got fatigued 6s.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't think just charge. Don't think just charge. Oh, I'm fatigued.
You're off fatigued.
I'm fatigued. I'm not doing that. What have you got left? Goblins, ogres, this guy. You go here. I fatigue charge you. I block with Lust Twin Warriors. No, I don't want to block with Lust Twin Warriors. I want to neutralise the point. I lose my shrine. Do I want to trade 1 VP? Oh, you can also charge all your goblins into this.
Yeah, that guy dies. He never lives. There's no way. 10 goblins hit on 5s.
He has no chance of living. I 100% put faith in the goblins.
He can absolutely win that combat.
Not at all. 10 goblins.
10 5-ups could be like 2
Would
hits
you rather
on a
fight
3-up.
1 Havoc Brother sized goblin
Yeah.
or
10
10 goblin sized Havoc Brothers?
This is why they need the throwing weapons to get hit with the ninja stars.
This is a hard choice. This is actually a hard choice. So I've set this up. He's shaken. He wipes. They wipe. He countercharges. They countercharge. They're countercharging this charge anyway. You dirtle, I'm winning. These guys charge your guy. He charges there. So I think my charge is actually he charges here. If I don't hit you, I lose to fear and he dies.
Yeah.
I don't charge. He can't fit.
No.
He moon bounces. Huge.
He can't go through his own units.
Yeah, so that's why I'm talking about priority.
Oh, I see.
I don't want to activate these guys yet. They're fatigued, right?
Yeah.
You win this combat.
Probably. I mean, depends how it goes, really. But, I mean, you've got... Your 6s are better than mine.
No, 6s into 6s. They're not that much better.
No, not actually, right, but they're at least slightly better.
You're AP2. You're AP1. I'm AP nothing. Yours are better than mine.
Yeah.
I have 6 attacks. You have 12 attacks. Yours are much better than mine. So I neutralise this point. That's my play there. These guys remain here to counter-charge this and try and shake you. He goes here, loses this combat, so he wants to long bounce here, hold the point. Do I want to do that right now and take the goblin charge and just have this be a neutral point? Yes. Can't. There's a unit in the way. Lose the shrine or lose the point. Lose the point.
Oh my god, I'm getting birthday texts. Whoa. 2 whole birthday texts.
Oh my goodness, it's 12:30. Happy birthday!
It's my birthday, guys. Woo.
Guys, can we say happy birthday to Harvey in chat? He is 32.
On my birthday, and Dave's
100 years
cheating
old.
at OPR. It's a classic.
He is an
What are
old
they doing?
man.
Sorry, they're blocking.
They're blocking.
Okay.
They're going to moon bounce to here.
Sure.
To block.
That's fine. Cool. Right.
That's my activation done.
What do we do now?
TikTok, we're waiting. Sorry, Fitz. I was thinking. I hadn't even thought about that.
No, it's way out of range.
Okay.
To be honest, I'm kind of happy just taking this charge. There's much going on here that needs to be worried about, and taking these off the boys is really not bad. So I will just do so. Let's do a bit of this.
You can do it slip. You can fat charge, right?
Yeah. Right, so same dice we had before, which is these 4, and
4 of these. So this
These
is
4.
a unit of ogres with a sergeant in. When I'm making my save, John. That's a bad example.
well.
But talk about why sergeant's great in ogres.
Yeah, there we go. So it's at 8. Yeah, 8 AP on hits.
I'm not going to switch to pink.
Oh my god, not switching to pink. What's this? 3 ups? They're dead. And then I'll take my 3-inch on just so I'm towing the point. I already am, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Actually, can you?
Last time?
No, 3-inch me the other way actually. So I'm out in the open. I moved
Out of the point?
Yeah. So I can bounce over somewhere next turn.
Okay.
Just claiming more than that. 3 inches, full 3 inches.
I don't know what your 3
Yeah,
was, but
well, you did 1.4 there, so that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
1.4 plus 1.2. Yeah. Cool.
you can move more. Sergeant in ogres, why is it good?
Yeah. So thanks everyone. Sergeants and ogres good because they only cost 5 points for some reason. So only 5 points to give one of your units plus 1 to hit, one of your models plus 1 to hit, which is a 30 unit. It's quite nice, right? So I quite like it. The weird thing about these kind of rules though is that they have, if you get like a sergeant and a musician and a banner in the unit, well they've only got 3 models in the unit. So the second you lose one of those buffs. So you go like, well, which one am I going to lose? Probably musician at that point. Then the next one's like, okay, now I have banner or sergeant. Which one to lose next? Probably sergeant. So actually, if you get charged, most of the time you're even getting sergeant value. So it's only really good if you're only ever using the one unit.
The
Right.
one upgrade.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so a banner upgrade in a unit is way more valuable than sergeant. But then if you're not taking the other 2, sergeant is really good for 5 points. On a unit which each model is a plus, is a 4 plus 1 is then huge. Stop playing inside of terrain.
you'll never make me not.
This is Harvey prime play.
Love me some difficult terrain. Yeah, 32 today. Shocking that, isn't it? I don't like a day over 25.
I thought you were going to say 31, to be honest. Right. I'll just do this.
Okay.
And have us.
10 fatigued attacks.
I'll try to go there. I do. Right. I'm going to slow bounce over to here to do that. We have 6 rending attacks.
4 normal.
Biggest of 6s. 2 6s.
Yeah, that'll probably do it. And roll these also.
And then these are AP1, no rending. 2 AP1. Yeah, he's probably gone.
Yeah. He's 2 6s here. No, he's dead.
Nice. So those were the 2 6s with rending that gets around the regen. I'm going to put him into middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm done.
How many activations you got? 2.
1, 2. And you have 2 as well.
Yeah, which has turned out quite well actually. Right, these goblins make this charge, maybe. They could genuinely lose this combat. It would be bad. So I could just move on to the point and keep it neutral.
It's incredibly unlikely though.
I think it's way more likely you're giving it credit for, right? 10 5s, a third of them hit, so that's like 3 hits. Saving on 3 ups. On average, he dies.
On average, he dies.
Okay, but if we live in OPR land where I hit 1 less, on average he doesn't die, and then he has 2 hits on quad. He has 2 hits on 6s.
Yeah.
Okay, he's fatigued. That makes me feel a bit better about it. I'm still not.
I am not winning this combat.
I'm still not over the moon about it.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not losing this combat.
Just gonna. The goblins will be in range.
Yeah, the goblins are there.
Get him, goblins.
Goblin. Him.
Goblin.
Goblin.
Goblin. 1, 2, 4, 5, and the lot. Okay. Just make sure I haven't lost a model at some point. No.
A pile of virtual dice. You're adding to it rather than cleaning it up.
Yep. Okay, so this is hit on 5. So if we miss all these, then I told you so.
Valid told you so.
We didn't.
You hit 4 of them.
Hit 4, which is better than average. Okay. Anything? Any 2s here? We're good.
I can't not roll that 2.
I mean, this is what I mean about it being so close, though. Right, and now 3-inch consolidation sideways, please.
You tell me which way.
Just like.
Yeah. One of the things that's nice about Moon Bounce is that there is no limitation on your consolidations and 1 inches.
Sure.
Which is kind of cute. Is that safe from the 8-inch? It is safe from the 8-inch. So you can 20-inch me that way.
Well, I can also just like. Intercharger, is that right?
That's what I'm saying about this, right? Do I yield points here? 3, what is it, 1-1?
Yeah.
I think I continue to concede points to 8-inch. To 12-inch this guy this way. You've still not activated him. He's going there. He's shaken. I countercharge. And if I don't countercharge, I take the point. You have to. Right, I'm going to 12-inch move this. 5.7, 6.3 left.
Sure. I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Cool. Right.
Here we go.
Do we have?
Do you have Strider?
It does Strider, yeah.
I had no idea you had Strider.
Yeah, it doesn't help here, but yeah.
Okay.
So 20 inches, right?
I had no idea.
Less than that. Way less than that.
Do you have fast?
No,
this one doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoa! Huge misplay, chat. Where I didn't realise that he had Strider.
I don't know if there's a charge worth making here, because it just gets me countercharged.
It does. Which is the whole under the table gun fight off we've been having this whole game.
I don't need to get fancy here. These guys are not going to be able to charge around the back of this guy. They'd have to charge him instead if I was stood here. And if I move 16 inches, I'm stood there basically.
Yeah, but you take a dangerous terrain test.
Yeah, but that's like whatever. It's 1 wound probably. They could probably still make that charge there, right?
Yeah.
That's within 6. So I could just go this way, 16 inches.
Not take difficult terrain test.
No. And then be alive for next turn.
Which
that
is
charge
pretty
happens
big.
there.
Being alive is pretty important here.
I think so, yeah. I don't think you can slow move all the way around here, can you?
No.
No. So yeah, I'll make that play there. That's fine.
Okay. Then I 20-inch this way. Yeah.
Sure. Might actually be out within 20 inches. I think he is. Yeah, he's out.
3 inches, isn't it?
2 inches.
You pile?
Yeah, but I don't have to pile that, do I? Do I have to pile? Probably,
You have to pile.
okay.
Shall I just do my
No,
attacks, presuming you pile?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
no yeah.
Right, so I charge with my Havoc Warriors. That's 5 dice. I'm gonna keep my board in a similar position. Right, let's just. Oh.
You press the number over it. Undo it. Ugliest board state right now.
TTS moments in chat. How are we all doing? Oh my goodness, it's 2021. This has gone way later than planned. Thank you to the Brits who are still here. To the Americans, we love you as well.
That's why I've been trying to speed up your yapping.
I like to yap.
I know, yeah. The deployment phase, once again. The deployment of this game took us fucking 90% of the game, I reckon.
And most of me just talking.
Well.
Right. What's this? 5
All right.
dice. That's 6 dice. 10 dice. Excellent.
Big damage. Here we go. 3's up.
Right. 3 ups, AP1. Are you even...
Oh, I'm 6 ups.
You're already 6 ups, right?
Yeah.
That many hits. 7 hits.
7 hits. 7 on 6 is 6 dead.
Which is alright.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 hits back. 5.
Big dice.
Yeah, I think
6.
it has 6s, right?
Okay.
Cool, yeah.
5 up. Or die.
We always make these.
You do.
Never mind. Goodbye, goblins. You served me well.
They served you really well.
Cool.
I'm activated, you're all done. We just deactivate everything. So at the end of round 2, for those of you paying keen attention at home, that is 2-2. So we both go to 3 points.
You're in towed into that area.
Yeah.
So that was yours. That's now mine. This was mine. It's now yours. So that. This is mine. And this is yours. So no more real objective changes there.
Interesting, though. Moon Balance has made this way more tactical. And I think 90 minutes is going to sting people.
I think that we're going to make this charge here, probably. Yeah. Let's see, what else we got going on here? In terms of objective, we keep, if we make this charge, we keep those objectives forever, basically. These guys can come over here, I guess, but they can't because of the difficult terrain. And they can't because of the things in the way there. So I'm not worried about that. It's a bit of a mess in the middle, isn't it?
It is. Moon Bounce on this specific mission is an interesting.
I think we got to make this charge. Yeah, it's the only decent charge on the map, I think.
Right. Do you want to deactivate both armies, by the way?
Yeah, deactivate.
On TTS, the green lines mean you've chosen the thing to activate, so there's a deactivate button, which is very helpful.
So we'll make a charge roughly like that.
Wait, was that a fat charge?
Yeah, it can be. This guy can.
Can you still?
He can just toe there, and then they all bounce.
Wait, are they speedy?
They don't. No, it was a slow charge, but I can make the
Your
charge.
slow charge is at 8, right?
No, so it was a fast charge, but I could.
Did you have someone there
yeah,
for it?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Right.
So I should have moved more tactically. Okay. This has been great to know for the importance of Moon Bounce when it comes to it, because on the day I should have piled back 3.
I mean, I would have measured this properly as well. This.
We'd have been measuring way more accurately.
Right. So 4's on the white, 3's on the yellows.
AP1.
Yeah. So miss.
8 hits.
Miss. 8 hits.
So I'm hitting you back on average or something. I'm going to roll your dice anyway.
So 4's here.
3 die.
Okay, that's good.
So I have 4 attacks back.
Yeah.
Right. Let's keep our board a bit tidier. 3s. Flags.
4 hits.
4 hits. I've lost 3. You're on it. You're on 5s now.
Come on, give me some 5s.
You got your 5s. Okay, I lose combat.
So
let's see if I lose a 3-up. I'll use a unit if I fail this morale check.
Come on. Come on, eh. Give me the 3-up.
I believe in the Lust Demons. Nice. Right, so I'm down to 2. So you're bouncing back, so I'm just going to remove to that. And then you bounce, and you're activated.
That's good, though. We'll take that.
Decent.
It's very least a contest.
We're square on points, aren't we? 3-3.
Yeah.
Are you fast?
No.
Okay. Can I still move this? No. 8 in a straight line. Oh, but I can't see you, you can't see me.
Yeah.
So you can't move that either. Okay. This is really interesting. Okay, so if I don't kill this guy now, you de-shake with the ability to pump spells while this guy moves up, throws it out, and he sees oh, he can't see. Oh, he can see. He's huge. So I need to kill him now while he's shaken.
Which doesn't give fatigue in this one, right?
Yeah, while you're shaken, you're fatigued.
Are you? Is that
Yeah.
always in the full game? I don't think I've ever been charged by fatigue. I play Ghost and Dead so much. Like, genuinely.
Another really important charge is this one, actually. So I think what I'm going to do is my Lust Master's charging here,
Sure.
which is huge. We're going to 20-inch it, but it doesn't matter. We'll do that. So we have 6 attacks with Rending. We're hitting you on 3s.
Yep.
Because we've not shrined it. 5 hits AP nothing.
Okay.
And then these are AP 1. 3 hits AP 1. 5 hits AP nothing.
Okay.
Does this guy have regen?
No.
So these are 5s.
4 ups.
4.
Lethal.
And these are 5 ups. He's dead.
He's dead. That is so unfortunate.
That was the one read I think I needed to make on this game. This is round 3. Yeah, that's the start of round 3.
I will unshake this fellow, I think.
I just need to start winning right now, really quickly. Are you? No, you're fully in terrain on this. This is a 16-inch slow bounce,
Sure, yeah.
which is a viable option. You're going to be guessing the first activation next round.
Can you activate him as well, please?
Yes. But if I can wipe your activations, that's much better. They've still got an activation left. He's still got an activation left. Oh, this is hard. Do I just try and win on points now? I hold this, you're not taking it. Right, I'm going to activate my Lush Shrine. I'm going to slow move this attack. I'm going to put his +1 on himself and on the Lust Master. So I'm going to find a magic token for him. That's him. And then he is going to here. Because I can't go elsewhere because of things. Cool, let's do our things.
So 8 attacks, AP 2.
8 attacks AP 2.
Yep.
And then 4 attacks with AP 1. This is intense. Right, these are AP 2. Hitting on 3s because of the Shrine Blessing. That's 3 misses. That's 5 hits AP 2, and these are AP 1. Cool.
Okay.
So 5 hits AP 2, and 3 hits AP 1.
So we can't lose a unit here at least. So these are 6s.
That's 4 dead.
And these are 5s.
4 wounds. 6 wounds
6
total.
wounds,
So
yeah.
2 die. You've got your sergeant left.
Yeah. So the sergeant.
You can kill me.
Yeah, unlikely though, I think.
Mine have 4 left. I have fear 2 as well, actually.
3s.
All of them AP 1.
Yeah. So these are 4-ups. Nothing.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. So
4-up morale check.
yeah.
Fine. That could have been huge for me, but it wasn't. My 1 inch will go that way, actually. Is there room? If there's not, then that's fine.
Okay.
Whew.
This guy is now fatigued and below half HP.
He is.
Which means charging him is very nice because we could wipe the unit.
But he's fear 2.
Yeah, but still. I don't really have that many units left either. Actually, this has gone quite bad. These guys are fatigued. 4 attacks. I've got 4 attacks as well. Could make that charge. What's this?
You could make that charge. That's a good charge for you because he's also on 2 wounds.
Yeah, but I think I lose this combat more than I win it.
And on 3s.
No, I'm fatigued.
Oh, that's huge.
I think I just lost too many units in these last 2 rounds.
Yeah. This is 3. So round 4 needs to be huge for me.
This is 3, yeah.
Not having morale mitigation.
That blows dick, yeah.
It really,
Crazy. Yeah,
really does.
Just give me undead every day.
Yeah.
Maybe we just make that charge there.
Yeah.
These guys are fatigued, right?
Yeah, we're all fatigued. We're all sleepy.
There's nothing really clever else to do, really. Yeah, I think maybe. I mean, it might be a mistake, but
This charge.
we'll take the charge. Yeah, why not? Right, so 4 hits, hitting on 6s. We need to see some 6s here, otherwise this is a disaster. This is just RNG gods now.
Let's see. Play for the RNG. There's 1. 4 up.
Yep.
Made it. 4 attacks back. AP 1 on 6s.
Okay.
No, good time.
1 combat.
I presume you go that way.
Yep, doesn't make a difference really, but yeah.
What am I doing? Like silly nonsense stuff. I go here to avoid a charge to take this last round. I go for a kill here or here. Like, that's not straight enough, is it? That's 3 units. This is quite tricky. So I put him here. I can test this point if I just slow roll. Slow move to TTS moment to there. That's one option, which I think is probably the best option. Put these guys into the middle, contest this. I think that's my option there. Activate him.
Okay. I think my only real option here is to submit his charge.
Yeah.
Which we can do handily, I think. Just I can get them up there, right?
Yeah. Slow move, 6 inches.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 4. No, it's not. It's 8, but it's 6 because it's difficult.
Yeah.
To there.
So this is punch on 5s.
5 ups.
This is just a less.
AP nothing into my 4-4. He's just a 4-4.
We can probably get back into the difficult terrain somewhat, maybe. So 5s.
3 5s.
3 hits.
4 ups. I need to make 2 of them. I didn't. Are you all back in?
Probably not all back in, but
No, you move.
we'll just do them one at a time. Come on, lads.
Not the time for the game to be laggy. No, you're not all back in.
Well, I need to get all back in, to be fair.
I just need 1 out to get the charge.
Wait, he's back in. He's right back in.
Is there space?
Probably there was space for 4.
But the charge out might have been too much.
Maybe. I mean, I probably could have stayed in range if I'd bothered, but yeah.
You did a 3. You did a 3. Yeah. But I think it's 1 out.
I mean, these guys had more movement, this guy here, so I could move him here instead. This guy less. And then maybe fit in the middle? No,
Just
not looking
not.
good.
We haven't been paying enough attention.
Well,
Are you scared of 2 guys? You scared of 2 guys and their impact hits and their furious
I reckon I
attacks?
could be in here. I reckon I could be in here. How about that? How about that, huh?
Right, 1 guy's not. That's fine, you're in. Cool. Activate O. Pay more attention in competitive settings, folks, to what you're doing.
Right, it's exhausting, isn't it? Trying to measure 10 guys. In
Yeah, but it matters.
Sure, yeah.
I don't make this charge. I might make this. No, 20 inches isn't enough. This is still 2-2. This is still 2-2. I think I might make this charge.
Yeah.
4 attacks to kill him is pretty important. On 6s versus yours, it's equal. It's spot on equal.
Yeah.
Yours matter more.
Could I kill the guys, yeah.
Yeah. I think I move. You're done?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can still neutralise this point.
Yeah, you can, yeah, with a normal move, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't charge you. That's far more important then. Right, these guys have 16, so I'm going to put them like this.
Sure.
Which is good. And then these guys, I think, are going... Do I make this charge? This is risky, but an important risk. These guys are probably going 12 inches here.
Sure.
That's 12.1. Let's not cheat. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. We'll go here. That was also 12.1. There we go. We will activate. I'm just going to deactivate everyone because we know I have 1 activation left.
Sure.
This is risky, but I'm not going to do it. So because it's risky, I'm not going to do it because you have to make this charge this game to do it. And I'm relying on my dice over yours. Yours are more impactful, so I'm not going to do it. So what am I going to do? Is there a 12-inch move here? No. But there is a 20-inch move here. So I will move to there, and I'm done. And you're done. So at the end of the round, neutral, mine, yours. Oh, it's still only 1-1.
Yeah, so still 1 point each. So we're still equal at the end of this round.
We are still equal at the end of this round.
That one's neutral, yeah.
This is a tense game. It's going to come down to dice and your first activation and seeing how well it goes.
So the good thing is I do have a big boy first activation.
With 6 tokens.
Yeah. And he's got Strider, so he can do some moves here. Now, what do we want to do here? I don't think.
I did move him 3.
Yeah. I don't think I can make a decent charge here. Actually,
No, you can't fit that through the impassable in a straight line.
through the impassable. Oh, you mean that there?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
He shouldn't have moves.
So an option is to. I mean, this guy actually threatens this point. No, not quite.
Does he not? Oh, you're having lust is so big.
I think
I'm out of shot. Whoever was talking, Tom in UK.
I think we make maybe this charge here.
Can you strider it? Oh, you can slow strider it.
Yeah, I can just walk it. Right, I'm fast as well.
That is really big charge.
Make that charge. He's got a +1 to hit this guy. We have lots of spells to be casting. Any of them any good? We can hit 2 units with 4 hits. Maybe we just unload on this guy. Kill these guys as well.
Lust Disciples seem quite big for this game mode.
So if we cast, do this charge. Now do we do a 5 up to do 4 hits on 2 targets? And then a 1 up to do that? 12 hits?
1-ups do?
Furious. What's...
a single token to 4-up your Furious spell whilst doing a
I have 2 hits
3-up.
AP2 actually on one, don't I?
Wondering about the Ogre spell list here because there's a lot of good damage.
1 target takes 4, maybe 4. Well, this charge here is happening. Is the first thing that's happening.
Yeah.
But
so you can do that with 12 inches with your move around on slow charge with your fast unit.
Now, what do I want to go off? If I kill this guy, these guys can still make plays, which is kind of annoying. But I want to kill these guys, really. If we go... yeah, let's go 2 targets and 12, take 4 hits. So these guys and this guy.
2 targets and 12 take 4 hits. That's a level 2 spell?
Yeah, so I'm spending 4 tokens.
4 tokens. This goes off on a 2-up.
Okay.
So that's on the Horseman and my Master.
Yeah, so...
2 targets take 4.
Yeah.
Get your white dice out of here. I'm going to restore my faith in the pink. This is 5 ups on the Horseman. I need 3 5s. Oh, we were close. And on this guy, it's 3 ups. And he makes all of them.
He's fine. Okay, then we have one more spell to cast, which is Furious.
So you have 2 points left.
Or we can go 1 hit AP4. It's
Furious.
I think
Definitely Furious.
I think, yeah. So we'll do this on a 3 up.
3 up, you get Furious on yourself.
No, okay. And then normal attacks. So
Devour.
This is not Devour. No.
Okay.
This is Impact.
Impact, 2 ups. 3 AP nothings.
3 AP nothings. Then we have 8 hits up next.
On AP 2.
On 4s, AP 4.
Oh, you're a monster hunter.
Which is bad. That's 3 hits though, it's fine.
3 hits is good on AP.
And then 2 more.
On AP 3 or 4?
3. So 3, which is enough anyway. So we've got 4 hits AP 4.
Yeah.
3 hits AP none.
Okay. So these are AP 4 6 ups. 4 damage.
Yep.
3 hits on 3 ups.
1 more. So 5 damage.
5 damage. I'm on 4 left. You did 5 to me.
Yep.
All of my attacks back on you are +1
Yep.
to hit. So these are the AP 1/1s. Oh, only 1. And these are rending. 4 rending hits, 1 AP 1 hit.
You've missed. This is a hit, right?
It is a hit, you're right. 5 AP nothing.
You had 2 hits then.
Oh, did I miss something then on the AP 1s?
You missed 1 AP 1.
Okay, so 2 AP 1s. Sorry,
so this is
thank you.
4s. Which is a disaster.
4 of them and then 2 hits AP 1 then.
Jesus Christ.
So that's 5. 1
oh wait, this is 3s. This guy's 3. He's got defense 1. So it's actually only 3 damage.
Is that 1? I can't remember. You need 1 more AP 1 save because I hit you once.
Yeah, I rolled that one there.
I thought you said there was 2. I don't know.
No, you. Oh yeah. Sorry, you said 6. Yeah, so 1
Yeah.
more. So this is a 3. This is a 4. Okay, that's fine.
That's fine. So you win that combat.
I do
Are
win
you
that combat.
Fear 1?
Yeah, I'm Fear 1. Yeah.
Okay. 3 up.
Actually, I'm not Fear 1.
Oh, then it's tie.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm Fear 1.
How much did you
I
do?
passed anyway.
Oh, okay.
I did 4 to you. You did 5 to me.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm Fear 1,
Yeah,
so it's a
sure,
tie.
sure.
But 6 up anyway, so I'm fine.
So bounce back then. With the objective, we'll take that.
Right. I'm just gonna not army measuring off, but I don't know what that means. Deactivate, but you're activated. Okay. I'm really tempted by the War Shrine charge.
Sure.
Because that guarantees this point. He can neutralise, or he can charge and neutralise. These guys just need to live. And it's 2 on this 1 point, so hopefully this charge wins. Right, I'm going for the win here. My assessment is win. My Lush Shrine is charging the Ogre Warriors, the stack of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hold on. No, count activations, right? You've got 1, 2, 3 left. If I wipe out an activation, that's much better. You can't charge them. You have to charge here. Is this a better charge? There. I think the maths is in my favour, right? Shrine charges here, sits on the point, charges him. Or Shrine charges here, same effect. He is 20 inches. He's 20 inches. So he has to go here. He can't go that way. Shrine has to go that way. Shrine is charging your single unit of Ogre Warriors.
Sure.
and he's doing it like this.
Yep.
And he's given +1 to hit to himself and this unit here.
Yep.
He has to wipe out that one guy. Oh, actually, you've got 1 wound on this. Yeah, he has to wipe out this one guy. He has to do that. That's the play. So these are 4 hits with AP1. That's 4 hits with AP1. This is with AP2. That is 7 hits with AP2.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I should have done it on the big stack, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's almost
4 hits with
dead
AP1.
here.
Oh, this
So,
is the
yeah,
AP2. These are 5 ups.
Yeah, I mean, this,
He's dead.
Yeah.
Okay. He's activated.
There we are. Right, so the way,
You've got 2 activations left.
the way of drawing this is by doing this here.
We're both on 4. We didn't mark it up, but we're both on 4 points.
Yeah.
Sorry, but in the zone, where are we at? There seems to be far fewer models. Yeah, there's
There
been a
is.
pretty brutal round 3 into just slightly less than what Harvey hoped charge in round 4 with his
Just slightly.
with his
I'll make this charge.
caster.
I think
Yeah,
that's
you
all I
do
can
this charge.
Yeah, just because that's the only way we can test that point, which is what it is. Right. Okay.
So these are 4s and 3s into my Havoc Warriors.
Yep.
Which is pretty good. Whoa, only 2 misses. Oh, only... Oh, 3s. Right, I'm going to use your eyes here.
Another 8.
4s. Dead.
Dead.
So this point is neutral.
Yep.
So you do something like this. Yeah, that's neutral. You have 1 activation left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it a tied game? No, it's not.
That's a draw. You take that one. You can only stop one of the other 2.
Can I 20-inch move?
It's a tied
Right.
game, right?
It's a tied game. Unless I win this combat. Because I fly.
Yeah, but you're fatigued, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
So unless I win this
oh,
combat.
sure.
Because I'm fear 1.
Yeah.
Shaky, you unshake. Oh, no, hold on. I burn your activation. So these guys walk here.
Yep.
Okay. That's my activation done. Your last activation is standing still on the point. Because I fly and slow move with fast to take it, you have to stand still on the point and take this charge.
Yeah, there's nothing clever here, is there? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
You charge, yeah.
Cool. To win the game, it's the last activation. That magic is gone, but he is fatigued. My last activation is the Lustmaster charging the goblins
Yep.
with his...
6, so 10 attacks all the same. Because they're def 6.
Oh, they're def 6.
Yeah.
I thought they were def 5. That makes it far better for me. Pink dice. Let's go. Right, delete. Copy. Paste. Right. 10 attacks. 6s to hit. And I'm fear 1. That
2
is
hits.
2 hits.
Probably enough. Okay.
2 die.
8 hits back.
8 attacks back with the goblins to win the game on 5s into my 3-up defense.
Yeah, which is not likely.
Unless you're Harvey Williams.
4
There's
of them?
4 hits. I need to fail 3 of these for you to tie.
Yeah.
3 ups.
Oh,
It was
2.
close. Right, 5 up. 5 up to tie the game. Oh, I did it as a tie game. So that's a tie. Hold on. Oh, I'm not going to do it. Good game.
Yeah, good game.
That is a tied game because we have neutral point, 1, 1.
Yeah.
That is a
That's like
5, 5.
That's up with 6, 6.
6, 6 each.
Yeah, in the end, yeah.
Right,
Or maybe,
you,
maybe it's 7. Yeah, but
you
yeah.
talk to the people. I'm just going to stop the dog from.
Don't play armies that don't have undead. Is the moral of the story. No, I mean, yeah, a very strange game mode. I mean, the whole lumbering gate thing, obviously, like being very, very fast with that is definitely an advantage because you can basically be wherever everyone's on the board, whereas there's slightly more limitation on my side. I don't think there was much really in that game that was actually very interesting. It was just a lot of meeting into each other.
It was very easy to
It's
do
just-
wrong in that game.
Well, kind of. I just think there's like it was just a lot of just like throwing dice at each other.
I agree.
I think the lumbering gate thing and the other one actually significantly reduces the tactical interest of that game. Especially when you're playing against someone who's got very fast, right? Because you're basically like, I can be wherever I want on the board. So that reduces some of the interest of moving around on the board.
Yeah.
But that might be the case for a very fast army anyway. And when you're not playing a very fast army, actually it just kind of greatly reduced the number of moves I had available to me. I think in terms of mistakes, probably not just sending the goblins here first turn, but it was because I'd already moved them here and then we just added the extra 4 to it. Because I thought the ogres would be able to reach this point, which on reflection they could have actually, because we said that we could just bounce off these things.
Yeah.
So that was just a misunderstanding of the rules. That should have been a game for me outside of that, because we didn't capture this first turn. But that's just like, this is why we're doing the testing really, because the rules like
at the
this.
same time, my deployment was wrong, because if I had 20-inch moves off of the get-go, I was measuring one 20-inch move to here, whereas I actually had a 24.
24. Though I mean, I don't know how you would have done that with the rock, but yeah, I mean, it was just a game of rolling dice, really. You know,
that was just a game of rolling dice.
Like, there's a couple of key moments where things could have changed. Like, if this charge had gone better, this charge never happens. That's a game win there. There was.
I didn't think you were ever winning this charge.
Well, I hit 2 hits. 3 hits. I should have hit.
If Furious had been there, it would
I should
have been
hit
an extra
5.
one.
And they were all AP enough to knock you down.
I don't think it was enough to kill me.
Maybe not. No. You also saved all 4 hits from the spell. It's pretty close.
It's very close. I don't think there was anything there that we can go.
The charge with the Devourers here into the middle was pretty bad as well. When you rush rolled 2 6s.
Yeah.
And then rolled 5 6s on the snapback.
Yeah.
That's pretty, because like, Devourer's still alive here, which is what they probably would have been, or units not on the points. Like, these guys probably wouldn't have been. In fact, these were the guys, right? That I charged.
Because they went down in that way.
Yeah, they would have been dead, and this would not have been the thing. I think that mattered as well.
One thing that's been interesting for me, I love this +1 to hit shrine effect, but I just felt like I was desperately activating that early to get it out.
Yeah, I mean, I think the shrine's a nice piece. I'm surprised it was still alive at the end of the game.
I ended up just winning way more combats with that. Maybe that's what I'm like underestimating. Because of the +1 to hit, I ended up winning and scraping combats with it.
Yeah.
A lot.
I think the big thing about this game is just morale mitigation, right? Like, I think you passed every morale check.
Yeah, 3+ is huge.
I failed 1 morale check.
Yeah.
I think. No, sorry, 2 morale checks, the goblins, but let's ignore that.
But you also passed a 5 up here, which could have been the end of the game for you, right?
Sure. But what I mean is, like, none of that matters if we play morale mitigation mechanics.
If we played undead.
Yeah, like undead here. Like, this is a stack of undead. It's not even a question. There would still be some things over here if it was undead. Like, it's just insane, right?
So
like,
insane.
Yeah, like, there was actually no way you ever bring anything without, like, that was a nice showing by both those armies, but they both.
That was a really nice showing by both those armies, but also they feel shit because we know what undead feels like.
Yeah, like, you feel so hopeless having to roll morale checks. Like, you might as well just not run this crap, which is true for like 90% of the armies in the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we'll see what Tano does with undead in the long run. It's interesting though, because I actually think the game is better off without morale, because it's more tactical, it's more interesting. You're doing more things with contesting. It could do with being slightly more deadly if morale didn't exist.
Morale makes the game deadly now, but because of how much morale makes the game deadly, undead makes the game. The effect of undead being immunity to being routed in combat makes it so insanely different. The gap is huge.
I think
the things that would make undead less impactful is a complete rework of Morale 1.
I just think remove morale. I don't think it's a mechanic that needs to be in the game. I think just in general game design, not doing things isn't fun, right? So being stunned isn't fun. Like losing your models isn't fun, right? Actually having things on the board is way more fun than rolling a single dice will ever be.
Having options and having to make strategic decisions is more engaging from a game design perspective than, I can't because I failed a 4-up.
Yeah, and I kind of get why morale exists. Like the pet goblin example, where if everything is undead, then it obviously is not great. But yeah, I mean, I don't think that morale is a very good way of dealing with that problem.
It needs more in depth. If you're going to have, you've got 3 options: rework morale, remove undead, or keep undead in, but then bring in something else. Something like, to draw on Games Workshop comparisons, objective value weighting.
Yeah, I mean, we've never mentioned the channel before. We were actually building a game for a while, which
Yeah.
we might revisit at some point. And just in that, the big difference we made is we just had like a control stat for each unit. So like pet goblins would have been a 1.
OC equivalent.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
and you know, like a lord might be a 2, and then like, you know, a mainline infantry might be 3 or whatever. And if you were ever below half models left, you contribute half as much control, right? And something as simple as that basically mean we didn't really need morale in the game. We had it, but I was always keen to remove it. It was way lessened. It would never.
It's a 1 in 20 chance of it impacting the outcome of a game.
Yeah, it was tiny, right?
It was way smaller. It was something, but it was way smaller. The Zenith, yeah, I agree. Morale's not my favourite aspects of the game. The alternate morale rules from the advanced rulebook make it less unfun.
I've seen those.
I don't know if I've looked at those.
I'm not looking at
We'll
advanced
do an
rules in a
assessment
long
another
time,
time. Yeah, I've not opened them up recently, but I don't know if it would be fine if every army were on the same footing, but the fact that undead exists breaks it. I think. I don't mind fearless, right? If everyone was nothing and then undead was fearless, and everyone who's now fearless just loses it, that's way better.
I just think morale is not fun. I think that's my thing, right? Like I don't think losing games on single dice rolls is fun. I don't think spellcasting is fun either. I think spellcasting should be removed from the game in its current version. I think it should be way more dice rolls, or like just make it like another version of weapons or whatever.
For the people who've stayed to the end,
I
you know
think
my
morale
2d6
should be changed
version
as well.
of casting?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Not much better. No.
Well, it's not much better, but it is, in my view, substantially better.
The GW way of doing it was you had like loads of dice and you rolled them all, right?
That's old-fashioned. You mean dice pools in fantasy?
Yeah. And you had to like hit like 13
edition.
or something for like a really good spell and 4 for a bad one or whatever. I prefer that.
That's 6th edition Warhammer Fantasy
old
Battles.
school,
What you mean? Yeah.
I just think in general, let's just roll more dice when it comes to like things that can win or lose you the game.
To take a broad approach, I think that it's very successful, but the endeavour to make OPR not too complex is almost ready to shoot itself in the foot over a couple of things of making OPR even better. Caster is one. I think make Caster slightly more complicated is fine. Morale does need revisiting because undead's not okay.
Yeah. Or everything should have undead.
Or everything should have undead. And there should be an objective weighting.
Undead would be a great morale rule, right? I mean, if you lose morale, you lose half a unit, whatever, right?
Oh, for everyone.
Yeah, just like things are running away, things like whatever, right? And maybe it doesn't apply to big tough creatures and they have their own different rules or whatever, right? But like
that would keep the lethality of OPR.
Yeah, it would still be like if you fail a check, it's still bad, right? You're still losing units and stuff. But yeah, I just don't think that playing this game is versus the game we played on Friday night, whenever it was. Like when you lose models in Go to Undead, you literally go like, cool, is it my turn yet? Right?
Well, that's the thing, right? So at 1,500 points, you bring 80 wounds. As GM, as Ghost of the Undead, most other armies can struggle to achieve 60.
Yeah. I think okay. Let's talk lists and what we would change in our lists. Maybe not in the context of this game mode, but maybe what felt good.
In the context of UKGE,
yeah.
Actually, 10 activations is really hard to deploy.
It is really hard to deploy, yeah.
I think 8.
I mean, I don't. The nice thing about the list you run is it's all 2 attacks per model, right?
Yeah.
So it's really, really high damage output for what you've got, right? And little stacks of 5 are actually really nice, like little stacks of, AP1 kind of stuff.
I really like that list.
Yeah.
But in the UKGE context with the spellcasting rounds, I don't think it's great. Because if you're in that spellcasting game
and your opponent
pops off, you just feel really, really bad.
Yeah, probably. I think a little bit of spellcasting is nice.
When you can't afford to lose one game over the course of 5.
Yeah. I think in terms of my list, I mean, there's a lot of things about ogres I know already and I didn't include in this list. One of them is ogre warriors are just great, right? And they should be capped on them every single time. They did so much more. in this game than actually the big hitters did,
A4,
right?
AP1.
Yeah, it's just like you run
fours.
things and kill most things, right? Like that's what they were doing, which is really good. The big scout monster guy, I think he was decent. He lived for a long time and he passed a couple of morale checks.
He's fast, right?
He's fast, yeah.
So he is
Fast and
excellent
trident.
on basic.
Yeah, I mean, just like a big monster that scouts up and scares things off is actually really nice.
Goes in, alpha strikes something, soaks 2 or 3 activations.
Yeah, I think the big castery dude.
Those are terrifying.
They're pretty great, yeah. I mean,
Ogres have such a good casting list.
yeah. I mean, what did it do? It ran in and killed. Well, I did 8 wounds to the horseman, which is about right.
Yeah.
And then 2 sets of 4 on the 2 guys, which should have been killed 2 each, which it did kill 2 each. And then it charged the big unit of Gribblies. So the first charge was probably already paying for itself.
Yeah.
Basically, right?
I should have covered my ass on that charge a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The disadvantage of these is obviously no morale mitigation quality 4, right?
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't stun turn 2, that's a 1 game. Like, 50-50, which is straight up win probably.
Yeah. You like the new caster? Yeah, I've heard a lot. We've been playing for a bit over a year now, coming up on 15, 16 months, maybe a bit longer. We didn't get to play with the old system too much, so we only know this 1d6 system. This 1d6 system feels smooth brain bad is the problem we have. Just because it's 1 dice on such important things.
Yeah, just in general, anytime you roll a single dice or something, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather all spellcasting, like any of the damaging spellcasting, just follow the weapon rules, right? Like 6 hits AP2, you roll 6 hits, right? And
6 attacks.
And whatever your quality is how many points you spend on it, kind of thing. So like, okay, I'll make that reliable.
Or you can have like an extra caster stat that means that your attacks have a separate quality.
Yeah, just like something, right? Like, I mean, casting is just like a weird thing. It's very, very powerful. And as you see in this game and the game you're watching the other night, right? Like I'm doing everything on 2-ups, which is like the super safe bet, which is what we're testing at the moment for UKGE because you can't lose a game. But really, if you just throw things on 4-ups, like you can just win the game on the spot, really, by just being super, super efficient with that stuff. But I don't know if you can risk that in a tournament setting, which is unfortunate. Apart from that, pet goblins,
right?
It's just like 50 points, right?
That's right.
50 points of doing something like I mean, yeah, it's a 1 in 3 up here, but it's a 1 in 3, right? And this is like
that was an important 1 in 3.
Yeah.
We spoke about it a bit in the activations video. Burning activations is so valid.
Yeah, I think this guy was he was in an unfortunate situation.
What, the knights,
the caster, the caster at the back.
Oh, your guy.
Yeah. What I was hoping to get out of turn 2 with this guy was use his tokens. Obviously, coming with a big 8 hits, losing his tokens before I got to use them was kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a couple of things in this game as well we probably should have measured, right? There's a couple of times we were like towed in like these pet goblins didn't
there was
need to be.
a lot of us playing less tight than we would do in a competition.
Yeah, definitely.
And the Zenith, I think it should be fixed target for each spell, and your caster level gives you so many dice you can spend to cast spells. Okay, so as if a level 3 spell was an 8 up, a level 2 spell was a 7 up, a level 1 spell was a 6 up on 2d6, and then you can, with your caster power. I'm just sculpting around what I'm presuming you mean.
I think he means system. Old school Warhammer level. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of see that.
So you get so many dice.
Sorry, I'm just so fixated on the idea of 2d6 casting.
Oh, your caster gives so many dice you can spend to cast spells. So if you're a caster 3, you roll 3d6, and if you got a 5 up, a 3 up spell would go off.
Or on a, I like that, but on a 1d6 system, each spell. You can cast 1 spell around. It's a 5 up for a level 3 spell, but because you're a stronger caster, you can make it better. I don't know. There is something to say for finding a best way through it. I don't think casters are good now.
Yeah, like healthy is what you mean, right? Not good.
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 I don't think it's a good player experience. We're going more into the line of I think maybe it's a video to have about our concepts of OPR game design,
like
development.
Yeah.
Like Advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a great comparison, bringing D&D Advantage into it. There's a lot to be spoken about it that you and I have ideas on that may just be a load of bullshit, but would be a nice video at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Basically, we just don't like single dice things, right?
Yeah.
And like, you didn't even see morale affect that game that much, right? Like, sure, like losing my big guy
The
for a round
caster.
probably would have won the game and other stuff, right? There were loads of mistakes or whatever going on in that game. It just never feels good when you're rolling a morale check, which obviously it shouldn't do. You're losing, but it should never be like, and I'm going to lose the game because of this.
Yeah. It's like, for those of you watching who watch the Bad Rep with the Elven Jesters.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
prime example right there.
Yeah, yeah, bad,
My 2 heroes on a 3+, failing both those morale checks, losing the game. Feels bad.
Yeah.
It's nice to be positive for a minute. Like, we both are obsessed with OPR. It's really nice that these are the criticisms we have. They're so minute and finite.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the game runs so well. Like, it is excellent. And having played 10th edition 40k, I've played one game of AOS but spent a lot of time watching it online. AOS is the better of the systems, but I still prefer this. And/or ability.
More dice through it. Yeah, something like that.
Having a higher cast level would give you more dice to throw at it, increasing reliability and/or giving you the ability to cast more spells. Yeah, there are so many ways to explore a caster system, and I know that every time I've spoken about it, people and/or the OPA Tano have come back and said things on the lines of my suggestions of this is too complex, which I get. Because OPR is a really good streamlined system. That would be like adding dice to chess, right?
Yeah.
But I think that there is a better solution to casting that might fit within those parameters. And of course, the governance of those parameters is down to OPR, the company. But I think you could push it a bit more, especially the bigger OPR gets.
I also would just like to see casters be more interesting in general.
More interesting.
Like,
I love the fantasy of spellcasters.
The Ghostly Undead ones are 90 points for caster 3, and then if you go to like what are they called, the ones that I've been rolled up for the Discord tournament,
Machine Cults,
yeah, they spent 80 points alone for the upgrade for caster 3. Right? And if you go look at the Ghostly Undead list, you go look at the Machine Cults list, you're like, what? How does that make any sense? And what I'd like to see is like spellcasting be like more interesting, more powerful, or less powerful, depending on like how good your wizards are and stuff, right? Like, at the moment it feels very arbitrary that there's like, maybe 20 different spells in the game and that's it really. I like think back to playing Warhammer Fantasy Battles and like having Lord Croak, right? And it being like this super, super badass wizard who is a center point of my army. You look at OPR and you're like, the best thing I can get is like a level 4 Frog Mage who on the second round has wasted 2 of his tokens if he didn't cast on the first turn. It doesn't have the same fantasy, so yeah.
The Zenith. I'd be interested to see a write-up of your proposed system. Would you please drop that in the Discord? And like, I don't know if I've shared it in the Don't Think Just Charge Discord, but I can share my 2d6 system, which is changing 2 words in the caster rule, I think. And we can like have a chat about it, because I'm really interested in this. Caster, I think, is something that my head fantasy wants to be better. From not from a competitive standpoint, from a standpoint of enjoying OPR, I want it to be more interesting, but appreciating and respecting the simplicity design approach to OPR, which because there's a lot to be said about that approach, which is simple design, low ceiling, low floor of entry, high ceiling of skill cap. I think OPR smashes that, but then this is now picking on tiny things, and now we're into the realms of what do I want for my head fantasy of casting being this fantastical thing. So I'm really interested to read how you type up your design. But this is a fun game. This is a really good strategic game.
In terms of the game mode, Scout is really good.
Scout's really good.
I think the UKG's we won a loss on Scout.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the train's going to look like in UKGE, but yeah, it's going to be. I think Scout's just really good. Being able to put your units exactly where you want to put them, especially in a game like this where you're basically moving with slow for the rest of the game.
The Zenith, throwing more dice is inherently more fun. I agree. However, I must highlight caution on advanced casting, which I've been an advocate for. TTDN, welcome back. The game was great. It was a tie. We had a wonderful time. We're now talking more meta, broad thoughts on OPR. We're about to sign off. Let's actually make this a bit more succinct, which is the game was great. The game mode, in terms of the context of UKGE, we think that the pack's going to reward Scout. We played this in a melee heavy round. I'd be actually quite interested to see how much this would change with one army being shooting.
Yeah. I think.
I don't think it would change much. I think the shooting player would be at risk of just dying to melee charges.
Yeah,
but it's an important point.
Coming in across the map. I think the big thing for me is we played in the previous stream. We played the one where the bombs drop down. In this one, we played the lumbering gate, leaping thing, whatever.
Moon bouncing.
In the other one, it's like random spellcasting nonsense, and I can't remember the last one. It's like blowing up the objectives and stuff. And at least the two we played, I just think like I could just live without them.
Yeah.
Right, I think this would have been
This would have been a much more interesting game without
the weird limitations, weird strange rules, right? Like, yeah, I think, unfortunately, it's especially this one. It's so heavily dependent on how the map's set up.
Yeah.
Right. Like some games are going to be won or lost entirely based on where the terrain is placed. Because, like, if you get a good deployment, one player's like has to go like from here to here and then here to here, and then maybe the other one
suddenly going to be
and like
good.
and if that's how it's supposed to work, right? Like it's entirely a chance that this should be an obstacle for flying things. It's unclear, right? You know, so yeah, the rules need looking at and need addressing, and there needs to be maybe like a little errata put out just to say like what should be
just Q&A, not necessarily errata, but Q&A. But
something, right? Because it just felt we had too many questions so early on in the game.
We made a lot of rulings on it, which is the way OPR should be. But this is for a competitive setting, right?
Yeah. So
what you don't the game itself, the interactions of the armies, I was really happy the way the Lust Havoc Brothers came out. I think you're happy in the way that Ogres came out.
Yeah, I would build the list differently next time. I think I would definitely build the list differently.
I build the list with fewer activations for UKGE, but for normal OPR, I'd stick with that.
I think it would be fun. I think this is fine for this game mode as well. I just don't see Lust and probably Ogres being any good
at UKGE.
Just in a competitive setting, just because of no undead.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. So TTDN, from a more competitive standpoint, we've just had a bit of a chat about why undead is so important, and I'm not going to repeat it now. We're going to log off now.
Yep.
But go play it back through the VOD. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you everyone for watching.
Hell yeah.
It's been really good having you here for the past couple of hours. Like, these live streams have been a lot of fun. It's been great seeing TTDN as well. We look forward to your next video. Congratulations on the new baby. Really happy to hear that for you. For everyone else, thank you for being here. If you're watching this in the future as a VOD, please, again, go back, like, comment, subscribe. All the support you're giving for the channel is huge.
Yeah.
We are loving this. We're a few months in and we're seeing... Like, I think we're exceeding our own expectations.
Definitely, yeah.
So please keep supporting us.
And also, I hope you put it on 2 times speed.
Oh yeah, hope you watch this on 2 times
speed. I hope you watch this on 2 times speed. That's the only way you've made it through. I don't know how long this has been now. What does it say?
It doesn't.
2 hours, 47 minutes.
We're good at these 3 hours.
When we sat down, it was like, this will take an hour.
We lied.
And then we were still in deployment.
We just like chatting. This is the problem. We're like, if it was just us playing with each other, we would have been done in an hour.
Yeah.
But we watch the chat.
It's your fault.
This. Yeah, it's your fault.
It's your fault, guys.
How dare you make us enjoy ourselves?
Next time we're getting rid of the chat. Adam will be here next time and he'll be banning everyone in it. Okay. He's power hungry.
All lies.
Right. Anyway.
Have a lovely Monday. For those of you where it gets to. For those of you on the American side of things, enjoy the rest of your Sunday and enjoy your Monday too.